wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
I've been doing this, I'm on it, I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it, you know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic, keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy, the enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me, I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this, freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus, living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness?
Awesome power of nature, hot excitement of freedom. Goes after you get struck by lightning. There's thunder.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the Sunday Morning Show. How's everyone doing? It's week 15 of the NFL season. How you doing, Jeff?
Doing good. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. The World Cup is starting. It's the final. I'm not a big soccer fan, but we're also live for the World Cup final with my guy Further AM and Notorious B.I.G. So they should be going live momentarily. I don't even know why they're not live, but this episode's going to be a little different here. We're just going to focus on one game for the time being, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows what game that is. Jeff, you and I talked about this game. What happened? Colts lose to the Vikings, blowing a 33-0 lead.
I mean, there's no explanation how you're an NFL football team and you're leading by 33. You're almost leading by 5 touchdowns in the third quarter, and you can't manage to hold on to that lead. That's just a very poor job overall by the offense, the defense, special teams, coaching. I mean, Minnesota's got a very high-powered offense, but the fact that you were able to keep them in line for pretty much the past couple of weeks or past couple of quarters, and you just let them explode like that in the second half, it's just a poor job by the coaching overall and the team by Indianapolis. And I mean, I got a feel for Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan's now got a couple of these, blown leads, biggest, blown leads in NFL history, whether it's the Super Bowl a few years ago against the New England Patriots or obviously the game that happened yesterday. It's just it's not good for Matt Ryan. It's not good for the Indianapolis Colts. It's not good for a head coach that's looking to try to see if he can become the full-time head coach in Jeff Saturday. So it's not good. If you're a Colts fan, I can understand why you'd be frustrated, and I even understand why you'd want blood.
It's just like 33-0. I'm just like, how? I thought it was over. I did too. Everyone thought it was over. I was live streaming. I was doing MK Lounge and Eagles thing. I put on the game, and I'm like, the Vikings are on a comeback. And I'm like, there's no way this is happening. No freaking way. Oh, my God. Jeff Saturday. Do you think he's going to get fired? Do you think that the Colts are going to fire another coach after this?
No, they're not going to fire him. I think what they're going to do is they're still going to evaluate him for the last 3 weeks of the season. I mean, obviously, there's absolutely slim chances of making the playoffs. Probably just went out the window with that loss yesterday. So I think if anything, they're going to give him the last 3 weeks, see what he can do with the team, and then they'll evaluate everything when they go into the offseason. But this is not a very good look for Jeff Saturday if he's trying to secure the the full-time coaching gig. If they were able to continue that blowout against Minnesota and get that convincing win, it would have gone in a very, very good different direction. But now with the fact that that team could barely even hold on, so they couldn't even hold on to a 33-0 lead, and they blew that game at the end and lose it on the last kick. It's not a good look for Jeff Saturday. It's not a good look for the Indianapolis Colts overall. Bobby, AJ, what's going on, guys?
What's going on, guys? Thank you for being here. I'm just saying right now, oh my God, the Colts are never going to bounce back from this. Can they even still make the playoffs?
No, they're like on the outside looking in. They're 4-8-1, and I mean the lowest seeds right now, I believe, are I think it's the Patriots and the 7-6.
Yeah.
So they pretty much have to. They would have to run the table, and then they would have to hope for a lot of other teams to like really consistently lose. Their chances went out the window when they blew that game yesterday.
Yeah. Oh my God. You can't use Jonathan Taylor as an excuse. You lost him on the third play. The third play, he goes down with an injury. I don't even know if he's coming back for the rest of the season now.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if they shut him down. It sounds like a high ankle sprain. I would just shut him down for the rest of the season and just get him ready for 2023.
Yeah. Now it's like, I can't imagine being Matt Ryan right now. I just can't right now. After blowing 28-3 and now 33-0. Oh my God. Now,
well, it's a shame because the guy should be known as one of the best quarterbacks of that time period. When you're talking about the Drew Breeses, the Tom Brady's, the Peyton Mannings, the Ben Roethlisbergers, the Phillip Rivers, the Eli Mannings, like those quarterbacks at that time. Joe Flacco in his prime was pretty good. Obviously, Matt Ryan. But he's only getting Aaron Rodgers. But you're only going to think about Matt Ryan now, and that's what fans are probably going to think about is the fact that he's the guy that blew that 28-3 Super Bowl lead against the Patriots, and they lost. And now the fact they had a 33-0 lead against the Minnesota Vikings yesterday, and they blew that one. So he has the biggest blown lead in Super Bowl history and the biggest blown lead in regular season history. So it's not a good look for Matt Ryan. So
now, a couple of my friends were asking me after the game was over. They were DMing me on Twitter. Is Matt Ryan going to be a Hall of Famer now? I doubt it. I would not put him
you can't say just because he had these two blown leads, it's going to take away from a potential Hall of Fame career because you have to put together the numbers overall. And if he's got the numbers, to be able to be Hall of Fame worthy, he still should make it in. I think he's always a borderline Hall of Famer either way. I mean, this doesn't help the fact that he blew these two games, but it's not – he doesn't play every position on the team. He doesn't coach. He doesn't play offensive line. He doesn't play wide receiver and running back. He's not playing defense. He doesn't play special teams. So, I mean, Matt Ryan is not the sole reason why these games, why they didn't go in his way, and obviously the fact that the blown leads happen. But at the same time, I think he's a borderline Hall of Famer. You could say maybe he sneaks in a few years, maybe in like a second, third, fourth attempt, but – I mean, it doesn't help his cause.
It really doesn't. I think my dad told me he's like 7th in passing yardage or something of all time, something like that.
Top 10 in passing yardage because he's had a lot, especially in the early years of his career when he had Roddy White and he had Julio Jones in his prime. And then obviously Tony Gonzalez. So, I mean, that helped out his career very, very much during the beginning with the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, my God. It's just like – now – you guys play the Colts later on, right? After the Vikings.
Yes, we play we have obviously the Commanders tonight. We have the Vikings next Saturday, not Sunday, next Saturday on Christmas Eve. Then we play the Indianapolis Colts, our final game at MetLife Stadium. And then we have our last game against you guys in Philadelphia. So essentially, we got one more game against the Colts. It should be the most winnable game on our schedule. But you never know in the NFL. You never know with the Giants. They could surprise you. So, but after yesterday, I'm not worried about the Colts. And to be honest, I'm not worried about the Vikings either because they showed some flaws too that you could beat that team. I think they can beat us, especially on the road. We're going on the road against them in that home stadium. But I think we'll be a little bit healthier going to that game. But at the same time, Vikings showed some warts in that game overall, and their defense is not good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's ridiculous. You guys have a tough schedule coming up. You really do.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Vikings and you guys is not going to be easy, both on the road. Even the Commanders game tonight, that's going to be tough because I think talent-wise, they are a little bit more talented than the Giants. I don't want to make injuries an excuse. Obviously, the big news that happened last night, apparently Chase Young is not playing in this game. So Chase Young is out for the game against the Giants. So that's going to help out the Giants' cause. But either way, I mean, it's a difficult schedule. We pretty much have one game that you could say we should win, and that's the Colts game. But that's not a guarantee. So, but if you want to become a playoff team, you got to win these tough games. So, plain and simple, go out there and get the job done.
Yeah. People in the chat, I actually put a poll in the Hardcore Sports chat right here. Should the Colts be embarrassed? I actually have two options: yes and hell yeah. I mean, if they
you should have put in the chat, does Jeff Saturday deserve to lose his job?
I can put another one up later. What up, normal guy? How's it going?
Hey, normal guy. How you doing, bro?
Oh my god, I would not want to be Jeff Saturday. Matt Ryan. Can you imagine Jonathan Taylor? That would have made a huge difference if we was able to play for the whole game. If we was able to play,
it would have made some of a difference, but at the same time, they were still running the football pretty well that entire game. It's not the offense that really. I mean, the offense did stall out a couple of times, but you really have to blame the defense too. I mean, the defense gave up a 33-0 lead. I mean, the offense, all they have to do is just have good clock management and just maintain that lead going forward. Of course, you'd like to score a couple of points, but you figure 33-0 in the middle of the third quarter, you should be comfortable enough to win that game. So I really blame the defense more than anything. How does your defense give up 36 points at the end, towards the end of that game, and blow that? That's where I blame more, is the defensive side of the football, more than I actually blame the offensive side of the football.
I actually blame the whole team, not just one-sided. You gotta blame the whole freaking
team. Yeah, you have to. The offense, defense, special teams, coaching, everything on that team gets the blame. Because when you have a 33-0 lead, there's no excuses how you lose that game. So absolutely, I gotta blame the entire, Colts organization for letting that one slide away.
Can you imagine when they land back in Indianapolis and they have all those fans outside in the airport waving for them? Oh my god!
Well, the fans are probably not going to be waving at them. They're going to be waving something else, and it's going to be a finger in the middle to the organization for what they did. That's the problem. Is that what's going on, AK?
What's going on, man? You probably got called into work, I'm guessing. I blame the team and Jeff Saturday. The problem with the Colts, they're a very dysfunctional organization, starting at the top with the owner.
That's true. Agree? He's right. Jim Irsay is not really the best of all owners. You have to really wonder about him sometimes. And if he really just made the hire of Jeff Saturday because of the fact that he liked watching him play as a Colt years ago. So, I mean, that you have to wonder if it's more nostalgic reasons why he hired a guy that has no coaching experience as his head coach of the team, because of what Jeff Saturday did when he was the center for the Indianapolis Colts back in the days of Peyton Manning, Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, those guys. So you have to wonder about that whole thing.
Matt Ryan will make the gold jacket crew for oh my god.
Probably will.
It's sad.
It's a disaster. It's an absolute disaster how the Colts did not manage to keep that lead. It's really an absolute disaster, but at the same time, I mean...
Oh, really? You're doing all 3 games nonstop? There you go.
That's all right. That's all good, AK. Go for it, bro. Yeah. I was going to say, AK, if you want to link up for the Sunday Night Football game, but if you're doing the one solo, that's all good.
Super Bowl and the Vikings game. Like, there's a thing going around social media right now. Is the NFL fixed for doing this? I say no. Like, people are actually calling the NFL out for being fixed.
Yeah, I've heard some people say that, but I mean, I don't believe it's. I mean, well, there could be some things that are fixed behind the scenes. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, well, we could maybe throw your stuff on my channel or vice versa, because I'm already linked up and set up, AK, if you want to do that. So just let me throw your channel on my link, and we can link up for the game tonight. But no, I don't think this is a fix. What's going on, Mac?
Look what AK said. I was
Oh yeah, I know. I appreciate that, bro. I love me some AK. But no, I don't
know
think
where
it's
to go
fixed.
from that.
I don't think the game is fixed last night. Do I think there's some funny business going behind the scenes? Yeah, I do. How could I not? With some of the coincidental things that have been going on in the NFL, with betting now becoming a thing, with fantasy football, absolutely, I believe there's some type of risky business going on behind the scenes. But at the same time, NFL might be doing a good job keeping it behind the scenes, but I don't think last night had anything to do with a fixed game. I think it's just because the Indianapolis Colts had a big lead. The defense couldn't hold up. They blew the lead at the end, and the Vikings end up getting a monster win that they absolutely needed, with the fact that the Cowboys are breathing down their necks for that second seed.
Like, for me, it's any given Sunday. I get it. But I don't think it was fixed. I just don't believe it.
How can it be fixed, though? Like, what can you say it's fixed? Like, what makes it think it's fixed?
Someone scored. Someone scored in the World Cup. I could hear my dad screaming.
I'll probably say it was Argentina.
Yeah. Jerry was your brother. Overwhelming. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, they clinched the division. You're right. Yeah, the Minnesota Vikings clinched the NFC North yesterday, so they got the division lead, the division done. So it's another division out of the way. I believe you guys clinched how long until you guys clinch the NFC East? Like, what has to happen? Dallas has to lose and you have to win?
Oh, no one scored yet. But probably a penalty. I don't know. I think we got to win this game. I'm pretty sure I think it's either you or the Commanders have to lose. I don't know the situation.
It's not us, because we already lost to you guys. It would probably have to be the Commanders, because they at least are 1-1 against you. So if anything, I'd probably say it's well, if you guys win and Dallas somehow loses, then you guys would be 3 up with 3 to go. But if you both win, which I think is going to happen, it's going to come down to that game next week. And if you guys handle your business against Dallas, then you guys will win the NFC East, and the best they could do is the 4 or 5 seed.
Yeah.
And Bills clinched too. Yeah, Bills clinched the playoff spot. They didn't clinch the AFC East yet, but they did clinch the playoffs.
What do they have to do in order to clinch? My dad's again.
Well, their record is, I think their record is 11-3 now. I believe. Let me check. I want to check the records right now. I believe they're 11-3.
It's gotta be something like that.
Yeah, they're 11-3. The Dolphins are 8-6. So the Patriots and the Jets are 7-6. But because of the fact the Dolphins and the Bills split, I think that still gives the Dolphins a shot to win the division. But it's going to be very difficult. And the fact that the Jets and the Patriots are still involved in this too. And the Jets can win today. They have they did. I know what the Jets split with the Bills too. Never mind. It's pretty much over with the fact that all the Bills have to do is just win the next game, and I believe they get the division.
Yeah. AK, do you know what?
3 back.
AK, do you know what has to happen in order for us to clinch the 1 seed?
Pretty much have to win.
I think we just got to win out.
Well, you guys are 2 games up on Dallas, but you have the half-game lead because you beat them. Don't even worry about the Giants and Commanders. I mean, we're not in your area right now. The Giants are 7-5-1. We already lost to you guys, and you split with the Commanders. So the Giants have literally no chance to win the division. It'd have to be even if it's a miracle, we have no shot at winning the division. Our goal is just to make the 6th or 7th seed. And same thing with the Commanders. I think they got no shot to win it either, because you guys could lose out. You could lose your next 4, and you'd still be 12-5. So we literally have to, and even if we win out too, we'd still be a half a game behind you guys because of the fact that we tied that game at Washington. So Washington, the Giants have no chance at winning the division. It's really just between you and the Cowboys, and it's going to come down to that game next week.
Yeah. So apparently we got to win the next 2 games.
Yeah, you guys have to. Well, you have to win the next 2 games, and you guys win the division, pretty much.
So
if we win our next 2 games, we clinch the number 1 seed. There you go. Bobby just said it.
yeah. So we got the Bears.
Feel better, Jerry.
Yeah, feel better, Jerry. So it's the Bears this week, and isn't it the
Who y'all think is going to the playoffs in the NFC South? I think ultimately that ultimately I believe that the Bucs, even though they have not been good, I think they'll ultimately win that division because they just have the most talent. But nothing's a guarantee. I mean, you look at that division; they're only a game up on Carolina, and Atlanta, and the Saints are only 2 games back. So essentially, the Bucs, that whole division is still wide open. I mean, if the Bucs lose today, and then the Panthers or Falcons win that game, it's either a 3-way. It could be a 3-way tie by the end of this week. So it's no guarantee that the Tampa Bay Bucs are going to win that division. They just gotta keep it going consistently.
Yeah.
Because JT got injured at the beginning of the game. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious to see Desmond Ridder today for the Atlanta Falcons. How he's going to play, taking over from Mariota since he's on injured reserve with, I believe, an ankle injury.
Yeah, it looks like AM's by himself. The other guy's not there. Yeah, right. Yeah, I can't believe the whole thing with Ridder and Marcus Mariota now. They're just shutting. Do you think they're going to shut down Mariota for the rest
He's
of the
already
year?
been shut down. He's done for the season.
I thought it was
Yeah. No, they shut him down for the season. He's got an ankle or a knee injury, I believe, and they probably want to see what this Ridder kid can do. They did draft the kid, I believe, in the second, third round, so they want to see what this kid could pull out on the football field. Speed up his clock and maybe see if this kid could be the potential answer at quarterback. And also the fact this is a chance for him to go out there and maybe have a chance to make the playoffs and knocking out the great Tom Brady. Because the fact that the Bucs right now, they're no guarantee to win that division. They're not. I mean, that team could still end up losing this game. I mean, the Bucs essentially end up, who the Bucs playing today? The Bucs are playing the Cincinnati Bengals. That's not a guaranteed win. You think the Bucs are going to just travel down to Cincinnati? I'm sorry, I think they're going to beat the Cincinnati Bengals, who are right now trying to get one of those top seeds in the AFC, trying to win that division. That's not going to be easy.
Joe Burrow's low-key MVP.
You could say that. I still think it's honestly Mahomes, Hurts, and probably I could say Burrow's thrown up there too. I can't say Allen, even though Allen might be in the discussion. Tua's obviously fallen off. But yeah, Bucs have been straight up ass. You should. That's why with Raiders players and Colts players, you can never trust them. AK, you can never trust a Bucs player and a Colts player. I mean, you can't trust a Bucs player either. But a Raiders player and the Colts player, they just continue to just struggle. I mean, you have to think about it too. Atlanta and New Orleans is a big game. I can't believe I'm saying that, but New Orleans and Atlanta is a big game over there because whoever wins that, and if Cincinnati can beat Tampa Bay, if New Orleans wins that game, they're just a game back in that NFC South. And if Atlanta could win and the Bucs lose to the Bengals, they're tied in that NFC South. So Bucs are going to have themselves a dogfight towards the end. It's not as easy as we thought it would be.
Yeah. It's got to be Hurts this season. I mean, MVP. It's got to be.
It's probably going to be. I'd say Hurts is the front runner, but the league. If Patrick Mahomes finishes strong, it's probably going to go to Patrick Mahomes. The NFL loves some Patrick Mahomes this year.
Yep. It's ridiculous. Now, there's people out there that believe Jalen Hurts isn't disrespected just because of the talent around him, right? And how
Yeah.
good that is. Like, people have Gardner Minshew. If you put Gardner Minshew in there, he would be doing the same exact thing. And I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I mean, I understand if you don't think Jalen Hurts is the type of premium quarterback that a lot of people, look at him to be because of the fact that he's got so much talent around him, whether it's he's got A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith at wide receiver, whether he's got the best offensive line in football, whether he's got Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, and those guys at running back, and Dallas Goedert at tight end. But Jalen Hurts has taken a step up this year. He's limited his turnovers. He's made some plays not only with his arm but with his legs. The guy's played like an MVP level, and I can't stand your team. I can't stand the whole organization. But you know what? I can't be a naive fool and say that Jalen Hurts is not deserving of an MVP consideration. I'd be out of my mind for a guy that's played as well as he has. He has over 30 touchdowns this year, and he's also, on a team that's 12-1. So you'd absolutely just be out of your mind as much as you can't stand the Eagles. You have to give credit where credit is due, and Jalen Hurts is an MVP candidate.
Yeah. It's insane. Hurts ain't done yet. We still got games. Yep.
Pretty much. I mean, I still think that in the end, I think it's going to be between Hurts and Mahomes for the MVP. I got to see how the Chiefs end their season, because the Chiefs got a pretty decent schedule too. I mean, today they are playing. Who are the Chiefs playing today?
They're playing the Texans.
Oh, well, that's a layup win for them. I mean, Patrick Mahomes can just pretty much stack up his numbers even more.
Let's see. For the Eagles, we got the Bears, Cowboys, Saints, then the Giants.
Minshew wouldn't be doing the same exact thing, but he would be successful as well. You guys would probably have 9 or 10 wins with Minshew as opposed to 12.
Yeah.
That's not out. You can't. I mean, as much as you guys want to say that, that's not outlandish out of there to say that. Max got a point, because the fact that the talent around a guy like Jalen Hurts does help. You have to be honest, and that having all that talent around him does help. But at the same time, Jalen Hurts has that X factor that a lot of those other quarterbacks don't, have, and or possess, and that's that ability to run out of the pocket and create big plays with his legs. I mean, so yeah, that's the X factor. So I think that his legs alone would give you at least 2 or 3 more wins on the season.
Yeah.
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 Even Mac, a Giants fan, is saying that.
Well, yeah, after last week. But Hurts. I'm telling people are even talking about like a certain, I don't know if I can say this, like a certain, gotta figure out something, skin color.
If
Like
that comes into play, that's disgraceful. It does not matter.
I agree.
Something like that.
I agree. But it's just like
we don't even need to get into that, because that's a whole can of worms we don't need to open. Jalen Hurts has played like an MVP candidate. I don't give a crap what he looks like. The dude has the talent and the skill, and he's showing it out there right now. And a lot of people, including myself and a lot of the Eagles fans, were pretty much saying this guy, they don't know if this guy is the answer, because of the fact he turned the football over way too much. They don't know if he has the accuracy. He was missing a lot of targets last year. That's the thing that a lot of people were saying about Jalen Hurts. It has nothing to do with that other aspect. The dude has transformed himself. I don't care what kind of talent he has on the outside. There are teams with talented rosters that have not gotten it done. So it does not matter what he looks like. It matters how his play is on the field. And Jalen Hurts has been playing like an MVP candidate. You can't argue with that. He's been tremendous this year. You can say the excuse and say, oh, by the way, he's got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, Dallas Goedert, Miles Sanders, the best offensive line, yada, yada, yada. The kid also, you could have all the talent in the world, but you still have to go out there and perform, and that's exactly what Jalen Hurts has done. And this is coming from a Giants fan. You have to give praise to Jalen Hurts. He's played like an MVP. He's balled out like an MVP, and he is an MVP candidate. No doubt about it.
Yeah. Yeah. 7 minutes. I got a faint. Oh.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good, man. You're good. 7 minutes. I got a fantasy football question. Who should I start at tight end today? Fryermuth or Ingram?
Oh my god. Oh, let me see. Give me 1 second, Chad. I'll give you my answer. Dallas is well, and
I need to know.
you want me to be honest? Fryermuth. Because
I
of
kinda
the
had a
fact that
feeling you were gonna
Ingram.
go that route.
Well,
Kinda had a
Ingram's
feeling.
playing against Dallas's defense, and Dallas's defense is one of the best in the NFL. So if I had, and I mean, Fryermuth is going against Carolina's defense. Trubisky or not, I'm going with I'm going with what do you call it? Staying home from work sick last night. I feel it's still. It's all right, Mac. Are you still going to do the True Blue aftermath tonight, or are you just going to pretty much take it easy tonight? But I hope you feel better, bro.
Hey, Mac.
I've been under the weather too, so I feel
Mac.
what you're saying. I've been under the weather as well.
Mac, do you want us to put your channel in the Royal Rumble?
Yeah. That's yeah, Mac, do you want us to include your channel on the Royal Rumble show next month on January 28th? But yeah, I mean, if that becomes a thing when it comes to, like, you know, Ingram had a good game last week. He said yes. All right, we'll throw your channel on there for the
take
for
off
the
my
Royal
Twitch.
Rumble.
Take off my Twitch.
Okay. Ingram had a good game last week. He's not duplicating that. No, and we know Evan Ingram. If anybody knows Evan Ingram, it's the Giants fans. This dude is not going to duplicate another great game, especially against that Dallas defense. Dallas's defense will shut Evan Ingram down. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you would know Evan Ingram more than anybody.
Yeah, the most maddening football player you'll ever see. That's exactly what he was. He was absolutely just insane. Just how maddening a player he was. Okay, give me one second.
You're good.
Get rid of Mitch's Twitch. Yeah, I'm just doing it now. Okay.
Okay, yeah, just do it now. That's fine. I'll put the thumbnail on it after.
There you go, Mac. You're all set up, bro.
I'll put the thumbnail on it after the stream.
But yeah, I mean, well, there's still time for in terms of the MVP to. Oh, by the way, if anybody's curious, the Pro Bowl voting is going to be decided sometime on Wednesday. I believe they're announcing on NFL Network.
The Pro Bowl is not meant for any. The Pro Bowl doesn't do anything.
No, but for players, I get it, because if you make the Pro Bowl and you're a player, it gives you more incentives when it comes to free agent contracts. And even, you know, the crazy thing about it, if you're a Hall of Fame player or a perennial Hall of Fame player, they look at how many Pro Bowls and All Pros you made during your career, and that goes a long way in you know, where they show you in terms of your Hall of Fame stuff.
Oh, it's 2-0 Argentina.
There you go. Did Messi score a goal?
Oh no.
People talk.
Let me actually look at that.
People still people can talk shit about Hurts and the Eagles, but in the end, we'll see all those bitches in the Super Bowl come February. Better make it to the Super Bowl. That's all I'm gonna say. You better make it to the Super Bowl.
He scored on a penalty kick.
Oh, Messi did?
Yeah.
All right. I'd like to see him win his first World Cup before he retires. Mitch Trubisky will probably throw at least 4 picks today. I love Chad's, like, you know, Chad is so positive when it comes to Steelers.
Like, Chad,
he's so positive.
You're the biggest Steelers fan that I know, and Juice is the biggest Saints fan that I know.
All right, bro. I'll try to hop on for a little bit onto that game, but I mean, if you're going to be good enough to, if you're still going to be good enough to do it.
Yeah, I don't.
Trubisky should have a good game. He's going against Carolina. I know Carolina's still in the playoff hunt, but still. Even though Carolina's going to take that football game more serious, because the crazy part is they still have it. I can't believe, if you want to talk about a team that has no business even being in the playoff hunt, the Carolina Panthers traded away their franchise running back to the 49ers, and they let go of their starting quarterback. They literally just let him go, and they're a game out of first place. Make it make sense, everybody. Make it make sense. How you are the Carolina Panthers that get rid of 2 of your top players, and yet this team is in the running for a playoff spot. because of how bad the NFC South is, that the Carolina Panthers, no Baker Mayfield, no Christian McCaffrey, and yet this football team still has a legit shot to make the playoffs. How does that make sense? That's the NFC South for you guys. That's the NFC South.
Didn't the Seahawks make the playoffs like an 8-8 or 7-9 or something once?
They did, and I believe a couple of years ago, the Washington Commanders won the division at a horrendous record too.
I
Remember
forgot
the
about
whole debacle
that.
with the whole debacle with the Giants and the Eagles game.
Yes, I forgot all about that.
Dude, their division doesn't just suck. Their division is like a black hole in the NFL right now. That division is absolutely pathetic. That's an indictment on Tom Brady and the Bucs, if anything, because that team has a lot of talent and they have no business being in the position they are, especially offensively. And don't make the excuse about injuries either. I know that team is banged up on the offensive line, but still, that's true. There you go. Seattle made it 7-9. Good point, Bobby. But that's going to be intriguing because the NFC South is still wide open. That Carolina and Atlanta are going to be playing that game because they want to try to see if they can make that division. And they win, they're going to get a home playoff game. As bad as those four teams are, they still have a chance at making the playoffs and hosting a home game in the playoffs. That's the crazy thing about it.
Yep. Trubisky's another butt fumble.
Bro, Trubisky's not that bad. He's not great, but he's not that bad. I've
You
seen
know,
worse
my old
quarterbacks.
job, my old boss would call me Mitch Trubisky. I hated it.
What's going on, Mitch Trubisky?
I hated it every time when I walked in and clocked in.
No, but I mean, that division overall, who wants to win it? That's the question. And I think Cincinnati, I was one of the few people that said that Cincinnati was going to be a team you got to watch out for. They're still very talented. They're still going to be a threat in that AFC. Lo and behold, that team caught fire, and look at them now. They look like one of the best teams in the AFC. I believe they're even like a game or two out of first place in the conference.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the Cincinnati Bengals could easily still win the AFC. That's how good that team is, and they're hitting their stride now. I think they're pissed off after what happened to them last year, too.
You think the Bengals are going to smoke the Bucs?
I actually think so, too. I agree with him. I actually think the Bengals are going to smoke the Bucs. And when we get to the pick'ems, that's exactly who I'm picking because I think the Bengals are just on a roll right now. Burrow is playing like an MVP candidate. I mean, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, they're just looking unstoppable. And then obviously you got Joe Mixon at running back, and then their defense is starting to pick it up too. One of the most underrated pass rush duos in the NFL, Sam Hubbard and Trey Hendrickson. Plain and simple. I know Hendrickson's been out with an injury, but still. Those two guys are one of the most underrated pass rush duos in the NFL. So,
yeah, I just have a feeling about Tampa Bay. I don't know what it is. I just got this feeling.
a good feeling or a bad
Pick the
feeling?
Bucs. Huh?
Good feeling or bad feeling?
I got I don't know. It's just like I got a good feeling that they could win. I just got that feeling.
They could. That'd be a bad loss for Cincinnati, but you know, I got an idea. Why don't we make it a little bit fun, even though the thing doesn't matter? Which one of your players do you think are going to make the Pro Bowl this year? Just for the shits and giggles of it. Who do you think deserve to make the Pro Bowl from the Eagles? And I'll give mine from the Giants.
Wait, say it again. I'm sorry.
Who do you think, even though it means nothing, are going to make the Pro Bowl this year for the Eagles? Because the Pro Bowl is getting announced.
Everybody.
Well, no, don't give me your whole entire team's not making the Pro Bowl. Like, if you had to be like, you had to pick the specific guys that are going to make it.
All right, fine. Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders,
Okay.
A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Dallas got it, but he was out. The entire offensive line.
No, the entire offensive line is not making the Pro Bowl.
All right, fine. Kelsey and Violetta and Lane Johnson there. There's
Okay.
3.
And what about your
For the
defense?
Gardner Johnson, Bradbury,
Okay.
Slay, Probably Slay. Hassan Reddick.
Okay.
You can go with Hart. I was going to say Fletcher Cox, but no. I was going to say Dominican Sue and Linval Joseph.
No. Those two don't even have a shot in hell at making the playoffs.
Yeah, I said no.
I mean, not the playoffs. No. They haven't played enough.
Right.
I mean, I'd probably say after the names you listed, I don't think Devontae Smith's going to make it because of the fact that there's been other wide receivers in the NFC that have had a little bit better numbers than him. So I don't think they're going to put 2 wide receivers in. So I think Smith will just miss it. Goddard, I think the injury didn't help him. So I think he might come up a little bit short. Brandon Graham could actually make it. I'm actually looking up your stats right now to see how all you guys are doing in terms of your stats. Because I think you guys have at least 3 or 4 guys that have like close to 12, like 10 sacks this year. Let me see. Sack numbers, Eagles. Yeah, you have Hassan Reddick. Actually, Brandon Graham's second on your team in sacks. He's got 8.5. Hassan Reddick leads your team with 10. Hargrave's got 8. Josh Sweat has got 7.5. Fletcher Cox has got 6. In terms of interceptions, Bradbury's leading your team with Gardner Johnson's leading your team with 6.
Yeah.
James Bradbury's got 3. In terms of your stats overall, AJ Brown's definitely making the Pro Bowl. I don't think Devontae Smith is. He's got 66 catches for 775 and 5 touchdowns. I think he'll come a little bit short. Miles Sanders, obviously, because of the fact he's got 11 touchdowns on the season and he's got over 1,000 yards. Obviously, Jalen Hurts, you'd be an idiot if he's not making it. So
who?
And Jalen Hurts is obviously making it. I'd probably say Reddick will make it. I mean, I think that maybe they'll give Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham like another one too, because of the fact that the team has played so well. Maybe like a token. It is a popularity contest, so I could see like the 2 of them making it because of the fact they've been longtime Eagles.
Now let me ask you this.
I'll get my Giants one in a second.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yesterday on the MK Lounge, Bobby from Beantown Breakdown was on.
Okay.
It was me and him and Randy. Shout out to Next Shift Randy. We were talking about the centers of the NFL, not NBA, NFL. And Jason Kelce, we were talking about he's one of the greatest of all time. I say he's the greatest center of all time. Am I forgetting about something?
No, I can't. I can't say he's the greatest. I think there have been
forgetting? Who am I forgetting?
Kevin Mawai was up there as a great center. There have been some other great centers that have been out there in the NFL. I wouldn't say he's the greatest of all time, but he's definitely in the consideration as top centers of all time. He's played like that. I mean, Jason Kelce's had a phenomenal career. He's got the Super Bowl, under his belt. He's played 13, 14, 15 years in the NFL.
Yeah,
he's a lifetime Eagle, multi-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champion. He's going to have him and his brother are going to have their own section in the Hall of Fame for it's going to be the Kelce section with him and Travis when they both make it to the Hall of Fame because they both will be in the Hall of Fame. But,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's probably one of the best of all time. I wouldn't say he's the best.
Okay.
But in terms of Giants that I think will make the Pro Bowl, obviously Saquon Barkley I think will make it, even though he's tailed off during the tail end of the season. He does have 1,083 yards rushing. He does have 8 touchdowns overall. So I think I would definitely link him up there as being part of the Pro Bowl. He also has, 42 catches and 261 yards. So I think he'll definitely make the Pro Bowl. Even though I want to say Daniel Jones, I can't. I'd be an idiot to say Daniel Jones because the passing numbers are just not there. So I can't say Daniel Jones. Graham Gano, I think our kicker will make it. He's been pretty much like Mr. Automatic for most of the season. And I think Andrew Thomas, our left tackle, will make it. I think that Dexter Lawrence will make it. I think Julian Love has got an outside shot to make it. And I also believe maybe one of our special teams guys, maybe a Cam Brown will make it. So I think we'll have at least 4 or 5 guys that will make the Pro Bowl for the Giants. Maybe a couple of guys that are alternates. But I'd probably say Barkley, Lawrence, Thomas, Love, and Gano would be the most likely guys to make the Pro Bowl for the Giants this year.
And Galladay.
4 catches for 50 yards. That's all I got to say about him.
Hey. He's doing better than Rager right now.
Is he really? How
Did
many
you
catches
see
does
what
Rager
Rager
have on?
did?
How many catches does Rager have on the season?
I don't even know. I
Let me
think he has
see.
1 touchdown, I think.
He's got more than Galladay.
Yeah, but I was just talking about how he was the reason why Kirk Cousins threw those 2 picks.
Yeah, and Galladay's the reason why we lost a few games this year because he dropped the football. Remember the Dallas Cowboy game when he could have caught that first down catch and he dropped it right in his hands? I was
He had
watching
the
that
whole
game.
world
I
in his hands.
had the beauty to watch that stink fest.
Yeah, he had the whole world in his hands.
Oh God.
What?
Oh,
He did.
God.
But he
Bray
did.
Wyatt now.
No, I'm Uncle Howdy. Or
So you're Bo Dallas.
Bo Dallas. Why would it? Why?
So
Here.
what are the other games you're looking forward to seeing this weekend? I know we're just
let
like
me
winging
bring
it this week, but I know we're winging it this week, guys. I mean, we're just it's getting towards the end of the season, but like, what are some of the games besides your own that you're looking forward to watching? Eagles fans, besides your game against the Bears, obviously the Giants fans, besides our game tonight against the Commanders. What football games are you looking forward to the most? Otherwise,
Here we go.
and we'll get to the pick'ems in a little bit later.
Yep. Can you see this?
Zooming in a little bit more, please. Perfect. Thank you.
Yep. Look, that's all the games here today.
Well, I mean, I hate to say it, Atlanta and New Orleans is actually a big game all of a sudden.
Right? Right?
It's for the division,
I was going to
potentially.
say, you know what? New England and Las Vegas. Because of the coaching.
Yeah, I guess so. Because of the fact that Josh McDaniels is going to be coaching his first game against his former, mentor in Bill Belichick. That could be an intriguing game. I think the Jets and the Lions is easily one of the bigger games this week. I mean, it's big implication for the Jets, but it's also a big game for the Giants too.
Detroit
Mac read my mind. Detroit and the Jets. That's a big game for the Giants and the Jets. Because if Detroit loses and the Giants find a way to win tonight, that puts us in excellent position to make the playoffs. I guess you could say Tampa Bay and Cincinnati is another big game.
I was going to say the Chiefs and the Texans.
You couldn't even say that with a straight face. You could not even say that one with a straight face. You could say the Texans and the... Yeah, for what? The number 1 seed? You mean the number 1 seed in the draft?
No.
Raiders will beat the Mac. Raiders will beat Mac Jones. They probably will. Knowing like how screwed up the NFL is this year, they probably will.
The Patriots.
In no particular order, my top 3 centers of all time: Mike Webster, Kevin Mawae, and Jason Kelsey.
Okay.
Can't disagree with that. Those are probably 3 of the best of all time right there. Absolutely, Bobby. Kelsey's probably up there as one of the best centers of all time. Easily.
You know what? I got to say this. Giants and the Commanders.
Well, it's probably the biggest game of the entire weekend because of the playoff implications that are tied to it.
And then look, here's this game, the Colts and the Vikings.
Well, we already know what happened with that. The Colts are going to need psychology after that loss. They're going to need like a psychological exam after they blew that game. I mean, that's as brutal can get. But yeah,
Carolina and the Steelers.
I mean, it's actually a bigger game than you think. Playoffs.
Yeah.
Any team involved in the NFC South, that's a big game for them. So,
hey guys, do me a favor. Everyone in the chat, I'm going to put the link to the World Cup stream for Further AM. Everyone go over there and say what's up and say I sent you there. All right? Everyone go over there, click the link, and say Mitch send me here.
Everybody say Virani.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting really... I don't know. Like, Yeah. So Jason Kelsey's definitely up there. Like,
Oh yeah, I would definitely say Jason Kelsey is one of the best centers of all time. He's shown that. He's had a terrific career, but it's hard for me to say that he's distinctly the best center of all time. There's still some other guys over there that I could say is in that realm, but it's a debatable topic. You really have to go in depth on every single one of those guys' careers if you really want to give an honest answer on who's the greatest NFL center of all time.
yeah. Now, people are just going to pick Kelsey because it's modern day. So it's like, what can you say about that?
Well, here's another one. What about Olin Kreutz? Remember Olin Kreutz?
Yeah.
He was also a great center as well. Travis Frederick. If Travis Frederick never had the injury issues that he had, you could easily say Travis Frederick was on his way to a Hall of Fame career with the Cowboys. No matter how much you don't like him or not, he was great.
Mitch and wait, what did he say? I'm going to do with that. Mitch and Jeff, I am definitely not going to watch the Steelers game on Christmas Eve against Eric's Raiders because I know Devontae Adams will score at least 5 touchdowns. I love your confidence.
Even Dan Dierdorf, they're saying, is a great center. I forgot Dan Dierdorf was a great center of all time.
Right?
Charlie Brock. Can't forget about the great Charlie Brock.
Now, some people are going to say Jeff Saturday, but I think he's on the outside looking in.
Jeff Saturday was a terrific center. He was. Even though he might not be a great coach, the dude was an absolutely fantastic center overall. I would definitely say I would put him up there as at least that time period. He was easily one of the best centers during like the 2000s and like the early 2010s. But I don't know if I'd say he's like the best center of all time. Obviously, he's not that. But he was a multi-time Pro Bowler. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer, but he was a damn good player overall.
Yeah, I loved watching him growing up.
Me too.
So,
I loved watching what he was doing out there.
Yep, me too. Me too. So let's get right into the pick'ems here because we don't have a lot of games here, but I'm sure we got a lot to say. Saints and the Falcons. I'm going with the Saints. Even though I want the Falcons to win because we have the Saints pick, but I'm going with the Saints.
I'm actually going with the Falcons. I'm taking the Falcons on this one. I think that Desmond Ridder is going to bring some type of spark to that team. And I think the Falcons I think they're the better team than the Saints. I just don't know what the hell the Saints are. So I think the Falcons are going to end up winning this game.
Okay.
What do you guys think in the chat?
Yeah.
What do you guys got? Know. Saints or Falcons? Throw them in the chat, your answers.
I got the Saints. Oh.
You want to talk about this game?
There's nothing for me to talk about.
So you're just expecting to steamroll the Bears?
Yeah, pretty much. I got us winning 33-10.
Yeah. The Bears are a mess. The Eagles should win this game handily. This game we should discuss about because this is going to be a phenomenal game.
This is going to be a huge game.
This is going to be a great game. But this game is all about, in my opinion, what is Zach Wilson? That's the whole dynamic about this football game is what are you going to get from Zach Wilson? We already know what happened with Mike White. It's a shame that the guy unfortunately suffered a very bad rib injury. They haven't even disclosed what kind of rib injury he has, but apparently he can't get cleared by a bunch of doctors. And you have to wonder, a lot of Jets fans are even wondering if the fact the organization is doing this on purpose because they want to justify the second pick in the NFL draft last year with Zach Wilson and give him numerous opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to go out there because we know no general manager likes to admit they made a mistake when it came to the first-round picks. So I think that Zach Wilson, he's heard the noise. Everybody has bashed this guy saying he can't get the job done. This is an opportunity for Zach Wilson on Sunday afternoon at MetLife Stadium to make a statement against the Detroit Lions. And you know what? I am taking the Jets to win this game. Not because of fandom reasons, but I just believe the Jets are going to get back on track and they're going to pull off this win and they're going to beat the Detroit Lions. Now I'm going to say the score is going to be 24-17.
Okay. 24-17. I got the Lions winning 28-21. I got to pick it somewhere.
Why do you say the Lions are going to win? You think Zach Wilson's going to self-destruct?
I just don't trust Zach Wilson. and the Lions are on a bit of a hot streak.
They are. And I do think that the Lions are going to make this game very competitive, but at the same time, this Jets defense is an X factor. I don't think the Lions have played against a defense as good as the Jets defense. I think that's what's going to make it the X factor, and if they're going to be able to harass Goff enough to make him uncomfortable and have him make a mistake in this game. I could see Sauce Gardner or DJ Reed picking off a pass. I could see, their pass rush. I don't think Quentin Williams is playing for the Jets this week. But either way, they still have a very good pass rush overall. I could see them harassing Jared Goff throughout this entire game. And I also, on the offensive side, one of the rookies of the year right now, obviously Dameon Pierce, he's out for the season now, so that could take him out of the running for rookie of the year. This is a chance for Garrett Wilson to run away with the rookie of the year, and I love this kid. I said that this kid was going to be one of the best rookies coming out this year. I thought he was going to be like the Jamar Chase of the wide receiver corps. He's not been that good. But he's been, spectacular in the way he's played. So I want to see Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, and these guys go out there and have themselves a game. That's why I feel like confident picking the Jets.
Yep, I'm going Lions. Panthers, Steelers. I'm going Panthers. I don't trust myself over here.
This one's tough because
if you understand
I don't trust
why I did that.
Because you don't trust Trubisky?
Well, yeah. My name is Mitch, so I don't trust myself over here.
I mean, I don't trust either one of these teams, to be honest. I don't trust Sam Darnold. I don't care what he's been doing with the Panthers lately. I don't trust him. But I don't trust Mitch Trubisky and the Steelers. You know what? I'm going to go with the Steelers. I think their defense is going to be the biggest reason why they win this game. TJ Watt, Cam Hayward, that entire defense is going to be the reason why the Steelers are going to win this game. They're going to harass Darnold enough to make it uncomfortable for him. He's going to create a couple of mistakes out there on the field. I think Trubisky and the Pittsburgh Steelers offense, Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, they'll do enough to go out there and make some plays to help win this game. So I'm picking the Steelers. I'll say 17-10.
All right. I got 17-10 Panthers. Cowboys, Jaguars. Okay,
I think
really?
this game is going to be a little more competitive. I do believe this game is going to be a little more competitive because Jacksonville, like Detroit, is starting to hit their stride a little bit.
I think they trust Trevor Lawrence.
I do.
I don't.
He's starting to gain my trust with the way he's playing football lately. I think Trevor Lawrence is starting to round into a pretty good quarterback now in the NFL. Their passing game has been very good. Their defense has played a little bit better recently. The X factor, though, to me, is going to be that Dallas pass rush against that Jacksonville Jaguars offensive line. I just don't know if their Jacksonville offensive line is going to be able to handle Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, Neville Gallimore, Dorrance Armstrong, Owa Odigizua, that entire team, or Osai Odigizua. I think that the Dallas pass rush is just going to be too much for Jacksonville, and I think they're going to end up winning this football game. I'm going to say it's going to be 27-21 Cowboys.
I'm with Bobby here. I'm going with the Jaguars. Even though I don't trust Trevor Lawrence, I want the Cowboys to lose, so I'm picking
because you guys want the division locked up. That's why.
Yeah, but for the pick'em's sake, I'm going Dallas. But
I just think Dallas is going to be too much.
Yeah.
Well, I know everybody here is picking the Chiefs. I was actually going to say the Texans, but that joke would have been that joke is too obvious. So obviously everybody's picking the Chiefs. What is it? I really want to know who's that 1% that picked the Texans. Is that the entire Houston Texans fan base that did it? Is that all the Lovie Smith supporters? I really want to know who picked the Houston Texans. It'd be kind of goddamn funny if the Houston Texans win this football game. How ironic would that be if the Texans win?
For me,
I
got the Chiefs, but I just think they just put 1% because I don't even think it's even possible to go 100% to 0.
Well, I will say this. The Houston Texans have been very competitive in their last few games. So I will say the Houston Texans have been a way more competitive football team than they have been recently. So I think this game might actually not be as big of a blowout as many think because they do play competitive, hard-nosed football. But I just think their offense is not good enough to be able to keep pace with the Kansas City Chiefs. So I have the Chiefs winning this game 27-12. 27-13, I mean. 27-13 Chiefs.
Yeah, that does make sense. The Jaguars make a trap game for the Cowboys.
But then you
That
could say
does
the
make
same thing about the Eagles having a trap game against the Bears because they're going to be thinking about the Cowboys. So you can go either way.
Broncos, Cards.
Brett Rippon versus Colt McCoy. You want to talk about a Pro Bowl style matchup right here? I mean, does anybody honestly care in this football game? You're talking about a football game right now that's between two head coaches that are probably going to get their walking papers after this game, after this season. Because I don't see any way possible Nathaniel Hackett is keeping his job after this season. And at the same time, just everything you're reading, especially with the Kyler Murray injury, I mean, they could make excuses for Cliff Kingsbury, but I don't see him lasting after the season. For poops and giggles, I'm going to say the Arizona Cardinals are going to win this game 14-10 because I just think that they're a little bit more talented.
I got the Broncos.
I don't know how you can pick the Broncos. I don't know how you can pick the Broncos. That's like
I
one
don't know how
football
the
team
Cardinals
that's
can be
impossible to
without
trust.
Kyler Murray.
I don't know how are the Broncos going to be without Russell Wilson. I mean, Brett Rippon we're talking about here. I don't trust the Broncos as far as I could throw them. I can't. That's like one of the football teams I cannot trust at all for anything because that head coach will find a way to lose that game.
Yeah. So next one, give me a sec. I'm going Patriots.
Yeah, talk about another football team I can't trust. No offense, Eric. I can't trust your team. After the display that you threw out there last week on Thursday Night Football against the Los Angeles Rams, I can't trust your team, you guys. I cannot trust the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm going with the Pats. Pats are still looking to make the playoffs. I think they're going to win this game. 17-13.
I got 24-18. Patriots. Chargers, Titans.
This one, it's the Charger, Justin Herbert, and that offense against Jeffrey Simmons and that defense. I think I'm actually going to I'm going with defense on this one. Chargers are another team I just can't trust. It's becoming a thing. You can't trust the AFC West teams, not named the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Titans on this one. I think their defense is going to buckle down enough. That Chargers offensive line is rocky. Obviously, without Rashawn Slater, he's out for the season. They're missing a couple of other players on their offensive line. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams have been banged up in and out of the lineup. And I just think that they're going to be able to cause enough havoc that they're going to make it a very, very long day for Justin Herbert. I think Tennessee with King Henry is going to do enough on offense running the football, maybe a couple of play action passes or something to get that offense going. And I think that they're going to have maybe some design plays for Malik Willis too. I have the Titans winning this game 21-17.
I got the Chargers because, Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen. Justin Herbert is still a talented quarterback. I am a fan of him. So I am going with the Chargers on this one. 24-13. I got the Chargers. I think you and I gone different every single game except for one or two.
I think the only ones we've actually agreed on is the Eagles and the Cowboys games.
Chiefs.
Well, that's true, yeah. The Chiefs game too. We've agreed on 3 of them, but yeah, I like it.
So
this one's intriguing.
Apparently here, I have the Bengals winning, apparently.
I'm picking the Bengals. I think they're the hottest football team right now in the NFL. I think this team is rolling right now on offense. They're rolling on defense. Joe Burrow is playing at an MVP-type level. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, just too much for the Bucs to be able to handle. If their offensive line could just protect enough, it's going to be a long day for that Bucs defense. And on offense, Tom Brady just does not look the same at all on offense. I just think that their offensive line is going to not be able to hold up. They obviously still have Mike Evans, Julio Jones, Chris Godwin, as well as Russell Gage. But I just think that the Bengals are just playing on another level right now. I have the Bengals winning this game 35-21. I think the Bengals are going to put a 35 spot on the Bucs today.
You said 35-21?
35-21 Bengals.
I changed my mind. I'm going with the Bengals. Remember, before I had that feeling about the Buccaneers?
Yeah.
So I got the Bengals winning 31-18.
I just think this team's on a roll right now. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to stop the Bengals. They're literally on a roll as a football team. They're hitting their stride overall. So I think that the Bengals are going to I think they're going to win this game and win it pretty convincingly.
Yep.
No, the Eagles. No, the Bengals right now are the hottest team in football. I'm not saying the Eagles. That's the obvious choice.
Sunday Night Football. Commanders, Giants.
Well, this game, obviously, if you're a Giants fan, this is the biggest game of the NFL season. This is no doubt about it. The Giants have not played good football for, you could say, the past 3-4 weeks. They've been turning the football over. They've been committing way too many penalties. They haven't been able to stop the run. They haven't been able to run the football consistently. No injury excuses. Every team in the NFL is banged up. The Giants have not played good football, whereas the Washington Commanders, they played better football over recently, even though they did tie us a couple of weeks ago. The Commanders might have the more talented team. Obviously, if you want to talk about injuries, Giants are getting Ben Bredesen back at left guard. They're obviously not going to have Xavier McKinney or Dory Jackson. So that's going to hurt their secondary against that very talented trio of wide receivers for Washington. There's going to be no Chase Young for the Washington Commanders, so that's going to help out the Giants' offensive line and their offense overall. This is a game right now that Daniel Jones has to go out there and show that he can be a primetime player when it's all said and done. Saquon Barkley as well. Barkley has not run well. He ran for 5.8 yards per carry in his first 10 weeks of the season. And his last 4 weeks, he's dipped to about 3.4 yards per carry. Barkley has not been the same player. You could say it's injury excuses, the offensive line, etc. The passing game has been absolutely abysmal. I'm looking for a guy like Darius Slayton to go out there and maybe have himself a nice game to help redeem himself for a couple of the drops that he's had. So I'm looking for Darius Slayton to go out there and have a good game. I'm looking for the Giants' offensive line to try and see if they can hold up against the Washington Commanders' pass rush, which is not going to be easy. And also, I want to see Kayvon Thibodeau, Azeez Ojulari, Leonard Williams, and Dexter Lawrence try to impose their will on a 4-man pass rush. If we have to bring the blitz against the Washington Commanders, they will pick us off in the passing game easily. That's the thing I worry about the most. We have to be able to rush with 4 and get home with 4, because if we can't do that, the Commanders will pick us off in the end. But
yeah.
I think what's going on, Thomas?
Ain't nothing much, man. How y'all doing today, bro? I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I told Kayvon Thibodeau and Dexter Lawrence I'll get them any OnlyFans subscriptions they want. They just stay on the sidelines today. So we'll see how that works. I'm not sure if that's gonna work or not. But y'all was like, yo, 5 months free, whoever you need, bro. Like, just let me know, bro. Just stay on that sideline, bro. Like, I do not need you to get on the field, bro. Like, whatever you need, bro. Like, you need me to call me some quality eaters from the DMV. Let me know, bro. Like, yo, if you need me to call like Lisa Ann, she was here a couple of weeks ago, let me know, bro. I got whatever you need to stay on that sideline, bro. I don't need y'all in the game, man. On top of that, who's your wide receiver right now? His name start with an H. Is it Hodges? What's his name?
Oh, Isaiah Hodgins, yeah.
Yeah. He is getting behind corners. He got behind last week as well. Somehow he got behind Slay. Touchdown on that one. He got behind us 2 40-yarders. It just didn't come down with, but those don't happen every game. That's a fluke incident, bro. That guy right there, bro, he's becoming just like a sneaky dude on the field, bro. Like, no one's accounting for him, and he's getting over top in his defenses, man.
He's become what we wanted Golladay to become, pretty much. He's that 6'4" outside target that's finding ways to, like, pick up those nice yards in the slant, pick up some of those go routes at times. Isaiah Hodgins is exactly what we wanted Kenny Golladay to be, except we had to pick him up when he was on the street before as a free agent, while Golladay is making all that money, and the dude can't even get a target in the game. Yeah, so Hodgins and Slayton are the guys that I hope for, and James too in the slot. But if we can't get a pass rush on you guys and Heineke's able to sit back there comfortably without McKinney and without a Dory Jackson, I'm telling you, McLaurin, Samuel, and Dotson are going to eat against our secondary. They're going to eat again. It's going to be ugly.
Good. Sounds good. I mean, I don't know if you heard about us, bro. Chase Young is projected not to suit up again. He's the AD of the DMV right now, bro. You know,
are they just gonna shut him down for the season at this point?
Yo, he's street clothes, man. That's his name, bro. He's street clothes.
Yeah,
bro. That's all he shows up in, bro. I mean, I see the work on. Okay, I will say this: there is some controversy brewing within DC right now. Rivera and JDR have basically, without slapping him in the face, have said, "Hey, bro. I mean, he's cleared. He's on the 53-man roster."
Why is he not playing?
You know,
why is he not out there? Just throw him out there in limited snaps, make him like a situational pass rusher.
I think this is a Chase call. I think Chase is choosing not to play. I think he wants to become 100%. And for someone who has suffered the same knee injury as him, you can't, man. Like, it gets to the point you just gotta get out there, bro. And you know, you gotta trust your knee, man. Like, you gotta trust it. I know it doesn't feel the same as before, and it's because it's not. You know, you have different ligaments in there now. You know, like they have altered your knee, but you are technically stronger at this point, bro. Like, you got to go trust it. But it's very hard. I mean, I think he's on that mental. He has a mental injury right now. I don't know how he's gonna get past that.
Well, it's the same thing with OBJ. That's why, like, we're wondering why OBJ would want to come back this soon, because he got hurt way later than Chase Young did.
Yeah, and now, man, you get hurt February. Yeah, come on.
He got hurt in February. Yeah, and like, no team really wants to give him the type of contract that he's looking for. I know Jerry Jones is mouthing off right now, saying that he wants to try to sign OBJ for a playoff run. Do you really think that this dude is going to be some type of difference maker out there? He's not fully recovered. He ain't the same OBJ. Best thing for Beckham to do: wait until the offseason, get more fully healthy, and get ready for the 2023 season, where you're going to be able to make a bigger buck, you know, a bigger dollar and the bigger buck for heading for the next season. It's stupid.
There you go. I mean, OBJ has to release. He's not the number one anymore. That's okay. Nothing changes, man. You're just not the number one anymore, bro. Go to a team and be a solid number two, man. Go to the Vikings, be a solid number two. Go to the Cowboys and be in the rotation, man. I mean, hell, you know, if Bezos want to sign here, you know, come on to DC if you want to, bro. We here for you, bro. Whatever. I'm just letting y'all know, man. But yeah, OBJ has to get healthy before he can come back. I don't think anybody's gonna put that risk on him.
No, they'd be foolish to do that, especially if he's commanding, you know, a multi-year deal. What GM on their right mind is going to want to give a guy that's had torn his ACL not once but twice in the same knee a multi-year deal? Whereas he's also 30 years old and he's not clearly the same player he was before. You want to try to check every single medical record there is for an Odell Beckham Jr. before you're willing to commit the type of money that you're going to for a guy that clearly is probably not a number one wide receiver anymore. He's a number two at best. And he fit in, actually, with your team, he'd fit in well because you got McLaurin, you got Dotson, you got Samuel. With Dallas, he'd actually fit because you got CeeDee Lamb, you got Michael Gallup. And then my team, it wouldn't work as well because you know what Giants fans would expect from this dude. They'd expect him to go out there and be the number one because, let's just be real.
They want that 2014, 2015 back, man. I don't know if you're going to get there, bro. You know, like
he's not. He's not going to be that same player. He just can't be. That knee injury is effed him up so bad. He's not going to be the same player he was before. And Giants fans are going to think he's going to be the same player. Let's just be real. Like you said, Thomas, and I agree with you. He's a number two wide receiver at best. I think that's a perfect suitable role for him. If you got a number one out there to command the double team, then you could throw OBJ out there to be able to take advantage of those one-on-ones.
Yeah, I mean, also, bro, go Bears today, man. Shouts out to the Chicago Bears, man. You know, man, I'm just
we all love to see the Bears go out there. Justin Fields run for 200 yards against
the Eagles. That's all we're looking for, man. Go Bears, okay? Go Bears, man. I want to see
David Montgomery, Justin Herbert, or Justin Khalil Herbert. Let's see these guys go out there and just run it.
Is he actually playing? He's playing, right?
Herbert?
Yeah, I thought he was injured.
I think he's banged up, but I think he's going to suit up for this game. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Chase Claypool, bro. I'm trying to see you with 3 touchdowns, a bucket.
He's out. He's not playing. Claypool's out.
Claypool's out.
Jesus Christ, man, you just got there. All right, bro. Like, yo, man. I know y'all got rid of Hawkinson. I mean, you know, bro. Why
would they do that? Why would you give away Hawkinson? Your rival in the division. It's like us giving out shots to the Cowboys.
He is cooking.
Yeah.
But then again, the Lions are cooking right now too. So it's like they haven't missed a beat without the dude. And they got that dude Jamison Williams now coming in too. I mean, that's another guy you got to worry about because Amon St. Brown is going out there and dominating every single weekend and week out. And then you got Jamison Williams become that deep threat. DJ Chark actually when he stays healthy. And then they got that good double running back system over there with you got Swift that can beat him, take it on the outside, and then you got that you got Jamal Williams is like the human touchdown machine. So
I don't know. Did y'all go over the Jets Lions preview yet?
Yeah, we did. I actually think the Jets are going to win this game.
Man, yo, okay. So I actually got money on this game. I got money on the Jets just because they at home. I trust their coaching staff more, but I don't know if I can trust White more.
It's Wilson now. Zach White. Mike Whiteside played as Zach Wilson at the quarterback position.
Wilson got back in? Yo, bro. Okay,
yeah, because they wouldn't clear Mike White because of whatever rib injury he has. They didn't clear him. So Zach Wilson's going to be the quarterback. That makes you give even more pause because what the hell is Zach Wilson showing on the football field that really gives you any confidence he can make the plays out there?
Yeah,
that's the thing that sets me back a little bit.
So now we got Zach Wilson who has been sad, told he needs to mature. Now he's coming back as a signal caller. Now, here's the thing. Are we clear who's going to be calling plays at this point? Is it coming from the booth? Will he have any ability to change plays on the field? Or is he just going off a playbook?
I think they're just going to make him to a game manager, to be honest. I think they're going to try to run the football as much as they can with Zonovan Knight, Ty Johnson, and Michael Carter. I don't think they're going to really put the ball in the hands of Zach Wilson that much. Maybe have him run a couple of plays with his legs. Maybe if they see like a couple of easy passes, they'll get it to Garrett Wilson and Elijah Moore. But I don't think they're going to put a lot of trust in Zach Wilson because this dude just hasn't gone out there and shown he can be trusted fully as a quarterback. He just turns the ball over way too much, and he makes the dumb mistakes out there. So I just don't – that's the thing that holds the Jets back. Can they trust this kid to go out there? Because I don't know if you heard it, Thomas, but there's a lot of people out there that think that there's some type of things going on behind the scenes that the Jets purposely – tried to, not have Mike White get cleared because they want to justify Zach Wilson and the fact they picked him number 2 last year in the draft.
I mean, picks do equal jobs in the NFL, man. I mean, if your pick is not playing, that's lost revenue, to be honest, man. I mean, this is a business at the end of the day. So I can understand that. I never agree with it. I feel the same with the Commanders when we were playing a bunch of people on our line that I was like, yo, like, why are you playing this person? Like, for instance, we had that same controversy with Carson Wentz. Like, why is he still being kept around? The person is proven not to be able to perform on the field, but you spent $28 million on it. Somebody has to atone for that $28 million, man. Like, who made that call? Why'd you make that call? It's not working out, man. Yo, we got to talk. So to keep his job, hey, man, you got to, in my opinion, I think some people might have to create a controversy to be like, hey, we might need Carson Wentz in here. Oh, he has the yards, he has the touchdowns. We might need him more. But I just can't see how you would just mess up the cohesion that Heineke has with his players, man. I mean, it's one unit right now. It's not 11 guys on the field. With Carson, it always felt like 11 guys on the field trying to do something. Never felt like one unit, man. So I hope they do the right thing with Zach Wilson. I hope they're not just trying to save face with that. I mean, this is a playoff push right here. This is win and get in for both teams. I do trust Jared Goff more. Just he's been to the Super Bowl. He's been proven. Now they're on a crazy run. Shouts out to them. I mean, they were 1-5 at one point, and now look at them. Like, I mean, like, the Jets seem to be cooling off, and the Lions seem to be heating up, man.
It's the one thing that makes the thing that makes me put the Jets.
What's going on, Chad?
I think the Jets can win this football game because the Lions have been playing really good on offense, but I think the one thing that can counter them is that Jets defense. I think that Jets defense has been playing so well in every single facet of the game that they could have the ability to slow down that Lions offense, especially when you got Sauce Gardner and you got DJ Reed on the outside. They can be able to slow down Amon St. Brown, Jamison Williams, DJ Chark, and those guys. And then their defensive line has been able to get a consistent pass rush against the opposing quarterbacks. I mean, their linebackers are pretty solid overall too, with Quincy Williams, Quan Alexander, as well as C.J. Mosley. So that's the one X factor. I think that Jets defense could end up putting them over the top and to be the one team that can go out there and find a way to slow down that Lions offense because, I mean, the Bills had trouble scoring a lot of points last week against the Jets because Stephon Diggs and Gabriel Davis were literally shut down by those two cornerbacks for the Jets. So it's really going to come down, is Zach Wilson going to make enough plays on offense to help put that Jets team over the top. It's really Zach Wilson or bust. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it.
Man, I am rooting for Zach Wilson and all the Mormon MILFs out there. Shouts out to y'all. So I'm rooting for my boy. Hopefully he comes through. But I don't know, man. It's like everybody loves Gang Green. You just love the fight that they usually have. I mean, even with the butt fumbles and everything, it's just you want to see the little guy win sometimes. I definitely feel like that with the Jets, but I don't know, man. Like,
we always treat him like that over here in New York. We treat him like that all the time. They're the little brother to us.
Yeah,
we always just we like ragging on them and like nudging them a little bit because of the idiot things they've done over the years.
Absolutely, but like you want to see them succeed.
Wait, what are you talking about?
We talk about the Jets Lions. I just don't see. It would take a lot for Detroit to lose in this game. I just don't see Detroit really going down in this game, man. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, bro. I mean, again, like Jets do have home field advantage. They're playing in the cold this weekend. I'm not sure how golf is going to fare in the cold, but hey, let's see, man.
I think it's going to come down to running the football too. And the Jets have actually this Zonovan Knight. I don't know where the hell he came from, but this dude's actually been running the football pretty well for the Jets. So I think the running games are going to come into play, and that's also including Jamal Williams and DeAndre Swift and Justin Jackson as well. So that's where I think the game could also be factored in. But it's really just, in my opinion, it's going to come down to what is Zach Wilson going to give the Jets. If he just goes out there and makes plays on the field, doesn't turn the football over, I think the Jets have a really good chance to win this football game. And like you said, Thomas, it's do or die. And this has a big implication for our game too, because the fact that the Lions are right now creeping up behind both of us, and that whoever loses this game tonight, if the Lions find a way to win, they're right behind us. They're only a half a game out of the playoff spot, and they've already beaten us. So if we lose tonight and the Lions win, we're in big trouble. Like, they're literally right there, and they could pass us by, especially going into next week when we got to play against the Vikings, who just, did what they did against the Colts yesterday. So,
man, one of the most fluky games of all, bro. I mean, just a crazy game yesterday, man. I don't know what to say to that, bro. It's just,
yeah, I was gonna ask you. We were spending like 30 or 40 minutes on that game.
Yeah, I don't know how to address that game other than I mean, you get shut out. What, you scored 6 points in 3 quarters, really, and
yeah,
but yet you scored 30 points.
30 nothing.
Yeah, like I don't get it. I mean, Matt Ryan has done it twice now, but also he's not the defense. He didn't allow, those 40 points to be scored as well. But damn, I mean, you didn't formulate any drives to get past that. And it was crazy because the Colts defense was trying to keep him in it. I mean, there were several times where Cousins took off. It was actually 2 times that Cousins took off, and literally D-tackle was able to get him and not force the 4th down, and still couldn't get it done. And then the Colts had the opportunity to put the game away. It was a 4th and 1, and bam, a false start, 4th and 6, bro.
They self-destructed when they needed to. I mean, that goes on the coaching too. How, if you're Jeff Saturday, are you going to be able to convince your owner now? We all know Jim Irsay is out there sometimes as an owner. The fact that he gave Jeff Saturday, who has no coaching experience at all, the shot to be the head coach of that team. But how are you the head coach? And you have to talk to your team and try to be positive to your team after you had a 33-0 lead in the 3rd quarter and you end up blowing that game and losing it on the last kick of the game. How are you talking to your locker room and they're actually going to sit there and listen to you and believe what you're saying? That's like a tough spot for them. And this could really go into a downward spiral for the Indianapolis Colts. And I mean, it's really conceivable that Jeff Saturday might have just lost his opportunity to become the coach of that team because of that performance yesterday. And Matt Ryan, Jesus Christ, I mean, the dude's a great quarterback. He's been a great quarterback for years.
Anymore.
Well, no, I mean over his career, he's been a great quarterback.
Okay.
But I mean, how the hell are you going to be able to, that's going to be part of his. Everybody's going to think about Matt Ryan now is the guy that blew the Super Bowl against the Patriots after being up 28-3, and now the fact he just had the biggest loss in NFL history during the season, being up 33-0 in the 3rd quarter, and you couldn't hold your lead. It's not all his fault, but still, people are going to label him and be like, hey, that's Matt Ryan, the guy that blew the 2 biggest games in NFL history. That's what they're going to
mean,
think about this dude. And it
No.
sucks.
Are they wrong? Are they
No,
wrong?
they're not
bro?
wrong.
No, now
They're not
time
wrong at
is.
all.
Is he going to be a Hall of Famer?
What's going on, NYG?
Is he
Ah,
a Hall-
we're talking about Matt Ryan here, right?
yeah.
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 I say no. I say no.
Nah, not at all. I think Matt Ryan's gonna go down, and I think he's gonna be a guy who was very good. Probably gonna remember him for the next 4 to 5 years, and then it's gonna be it. But yeah, I think he goes. I think he goes by the wayside, if you will, man. This dude that never quite got it done.
I was just going to say this. Is he going to be the next Phillip Rivers?
Yeah, like a Phillip Rivers, like a
Yeah.
Dante Culpepper, just somebody who was like, yo, man, like you had very good moments when you were in the league, but
His numbers aren't that
Yeah.
bad, to be honest. He got
No.
a 65.6 completion percentage. He has 62,792 yards in his career, 381 touchdowns, 183 interceptions. And he's got a 93.6 quarterback rating over his career. So that's. I mean, he is 7th all time in passing too, in passing yards. So
yeah, no, I mean, like he reminds me of like an
Yeah.
Alex Smith, like a guy who got it done, good dude, but
But what has he really? Where's the furthest he has gone?
he's gone to a Super Bowl. He's had an
Yeah.
MVP
And he
season.
blew 28 to
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, I mean, he had an MVP season that year, but couldn't reproduce. Couldn't even make it past the first round after that. Man, I mean, it's kind of lightning in the bottle that they caught.
Here's a hot take. I don't think Matt Ryan is going to be quarterback anywhere else after this year.
Oh no, not at all, not at all.
I think he's going to be. If he wants to continue playing, he's going to be a backup. But honestly, he should just retire. I think he should just hang it up after this one. He doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah, like just go ahead, bow out gracefully. I mean, I'll put it like this: I think Carson Wentz gets a shot before he does.
Yeah, I agree. I
I
do.
can see that. Yeah.
Because Carson Wentz still has something to give a little bit, even though he is erratic with his play on the field. He still is a little bit younger, and he still has a little bit more to give on the field. Matt Ryan is clearly over the hill, like Joe Flacco is over there with the Jets. Matt Ryan is clearly done right now. So
Yeah, but what is Flacco doing over there? I don't understand. Like, why is Flacco still on the roster if you just
I have no idea.
not started? Like, just no one wants to give you the
He's
job.
just there. I think he was there for a mentor spot.
They probably just wanted, like a mentorship or a veteran quarterback on the team. That's all they probably signed him. Or would they trade him back for him in the offseason? They got him back.
Yeah,
from the Eagles?
He was with us, and we traded him back.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's probably just there for that, just to be a mentor or something.
Cool.
I think Matt Ryan's a borderline Hall of Famer. I don't think he's a surefire guy though. I think he's a borderline guy because the numbers are there for him. It's just I don't think he's going to be able to get over the top because that Super Bowl loss is going to really just it's going to hold him back from possibly making it to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I think it will take him a couple years, like you said earlier, Jeff. I think it would take like 3 or 4 tries to get in, and then.
I mean, to be honest, his numbers are not that far off from Phillip Rivers. The numbers are not that far off. I mean, Rivers actually has he has more interceptions, but he has more touchdowns and interceptions than Matt Ryan, but the yardage is not that off.
Yeah, I mean, but Phillip Rivers, he put up some
passed
crazy.
6,344.
They put up some crazy seasons. I mean, they were going 11-5, 12.
Yeah, it was last
11
season we gave him back.
Like, and then it just never got done with
I
those
sound
Chargers
like he's
teams.
like an old trophy. We gave him back.
Well, that's the thing right there. Like he just could never get over the hump with that team. Their best chances when they were, their best chances when they made it to the AFC Championship, or the year when they were the best team by far in football and they lost to the Jets, I believe, in like the divisional round. That was their best chance, and they blew that one at home. After that team just went downhill.
Oh, juice. The Pelicans lost to the Suns, and now your Saints are playing today.
Bro, your football team has a chance to make the playoffs, which is actually unfathomable to think about. And you're saying it's the worst weekend? You actually have a chance to make the playoffs. The New Orleans freaking Saints have a chance to make the playoffs.
Thank you for Gardner. Thank you for Gardner Johnson. Thank you for your first round pick.
I don't know, man. I mean, who y'all got in this one? I mean, we're gonna be seeing Spencer Rattler. I'm not saying Spencer Rattler. I'm sorry. We're gonna see a Desmond Ritter in this game. Yeah, we're gonna see Desmond Ritter in this game, bro. Like this is. I mean, are we gonna get like a Purdy situation where you can just come out and win this joint,
I'm
or just
getting
gonna
really
be
tired of this Brock Purdy hype. Like
hey,
really.
hey, 2-0, 2-0. 2-0 and beat a comp
What did you do?
and beat a,
Because you're worried because they're a threat to you guys. That's why. You're
Oh,
worried
no.
because the 49ers.
I
Yes,
got
they
no-
are. Yes, they are.
no.
You know
That
what?
was
Eagles
Brock
fans.
Purdy. That was Brock
Eagles
Purdy.
fans. You Eagles fans have to think that it's just going to be easy
No, I
picking for you
said
guys in
it
the
was
NFC.
gonna- I
The
said it was
49ers
I
are
said
a
couple
threat
weeks
to you
ago
guys in
it's
the
gonna be
NFC.
The Niners and the Eagles in the championship.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I still consider them as a threat, but not with Brock Purdy.
I think the Falcons are better, bro. I think the Falcons are better than the Saints, so I'm going to stick with my pick, okay? I think the Falcons are a better team than the Saints.
Hey, I picked the Saints.
oh, I'm picking the Falcons in this one, bro. I think the Falcons are going to be.
See what
Well,
I'm doing,
well,
dude?
yeah.
I'm picking for you, and they're both against me. See
I'm
what
sorry,
I
man. It's
appreciate
just
the
No,
kind words, bro.
I'm
It's
not mad
just-
at you. I'm mad at you.
I feel like the Falcons have something to play for. I feel like the
I'm
Saints
scared.
literally have 3 games to go, and they're like, let's get through this.
I just want
Yeah.
the Saints to lose out. That's all I want. I want the Falcons to win, but I'm picking the Saints.
Because you always want that high draft pick.
Yeah.
Yes. yes.
Still unfathoms me how you guys are this good and yet you still could have a high draft pick. Just
Oh,
absolutely
look who it
fucking
is.
unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable.
Hold on.
Did I just set off AK with that last statement I made?
Yo, AK, are you coming for robbing somebody or about to rob somebody?
What the hell you doing? What the
Well,
hell? Coming from hunting?
No, I'm hunting bear.
Oh, really? Where,
Oh, okay. I see. I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
hunting bear.
got you.
You
Hunting
got
bears today, huh?
It
I
is
love
cold
that.
as fuck outside, bro.
Got you.
Yeah, it is.
They say you
I
might see
love
one
that
in the
hat.
field.
I'm gonna keep
Right,
saying this.
right.
I love that fucking hat.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I know Jeff and Tymus love that hat too.
Oh yeah, I mean, fly, Eagles, fly.
Oh yeah, come on. How can I not love that hat?
Into
Seriously.
Right?
y'all could fly into a telephone wire.
Yeah.
fly
Fly into a
inside of
building
a
for all we
building,
care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fly into the Delaware River, wherever y'all want to go, man. Fly, is fly.
Fly into outer space and burn up in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Hey,
matter
when,
what
all
it
right.
is.
So when is Gardner Minshew starting, man? When y'all just gonna be like, "Yo, Hurts, get the rest up, you good"?
When pigs fly?
Y'all think he gonna play all the way through?
No. No.
Come on, let's see some of that Minshew mania.
Howie stole everything from me.
Oh, man, y'all let it go. That's the crazy part, bro. It wasn't like y'all even got fined. This wasn't like the bounty gate or nothing like that. Like this is like y'all really just gave up them picks, bro. Like y'all real life was like, yo, let's do this. Y'all agreed to this. That's what's crazy. The Saints agreed to the terms of the deal. That's what's wild, bro.
Yeah, thank you for the Garner.
It's only a matter of time until their GM gets fired now.
Like, matter of time,
yeah.
bro. Yo, man, that dude is fired. He just don't know it, man. He just sitting there right now, bro. They just said, "We can't fire you in the
Ejectocito,
season."
cuz.
Like,
No, there's no first round pick coming your way, Juice. You can keep imagining and thinking there's a first round pick coming your way. It ain't coming.
nah, man. I mean, yeah, the Saints. On top of that, with the QB need they have, why would you trade away such capital, man? That's weird.
Now,
How bad is Jameis Winston this year at the fact that he can't even get it in there over Taysom Hill and Andy freaking Dalton? How bad
Yeah.
is he?
AK, what should we draft? What should we do with the Saints pick? Should we trade
Wow,
it?
this is
Why,
diabolical.
why are we talking draft?
You
right
guys
now?
are sick
Man, we
motherfuckers.
have
That's
their-
what you
Yo,
are.
this is
Talking about-
diabolical,
but-
bro. Y'all just playing with wounded animals at this point, bro. That's
Yeah.
messed up, bro.
You know what I'm doing with that pick, bro?
What?
I'm taking that 5 and I'm trading back and I'm gaining a first next year.
That's crazy, man. You see,
And I'm still I'm
Like I said,
continuing this.
diabolical, Jeff.
I'm
He's a-
continuing this
Crazy.
2 firsts every year
He's a
crap.
true
Like
psychopath.
I'm going
out
from
here,
like
bro.
5 to like maybe back to like 7 or 8, you know, and yeah.
The Eagles are messing up the draft so much, bro. It's about to be rule changes out here, bro.
Bro, hey,
it's about to be rule
listen.
changes out here.
all right,
bro.
let me put it this way. Do you guys realize the draft only exists because of us, right?
Like,
So
Yeah.
it's only fair that we completely rape the draft. I
Not
mean,
at
we
all,
we,
but this
we,
isn't-
we made it.
Whoa,
We might as
whoa,
well
whoa.
use the flaunts of it, you know? Like,
This is
here's what it is.
This is terrible, man. This is terrible, bro. I hope y'all pick
The system is rigged.
I hope y'all pick 5 Jamarcus Russells, bro. I hope y'all get like I hope y'all get like I hope y'all get like a couple of Jamarcus Russells, a couple of Hainsworths in there, bro. I just want
Yeah.
nothing. I don't want no
Pick
success.
a Courtney Brown on the
There you
defensive
go.
line.
There you go.
What, Juice? What if we trade that pick? After all you've been through, you put yourself there. You don't blame that on us.
Blame your stupid ass GM that made the trade.
Yeah, you put yourself there.
I hope y'all get a Trent Richardson. There's no success to y'all, bro.
I wanted to get Will Anderson.
Hope y'all get a Ryan Leaf in there.
Nah, dude, I'm telling you right now, I'm trading back
to Carlos Rogers and wide receiver.
A few spots, man, and I'm getting Bijan Robinson in the top 10.
I honestly think we should draft an edge or a corner because I don't think we're going to keep Bradbury. I think he's going to.
Bro, you still have another pick. You can trade up a little bit if you need to from 32. Okay.
Yeah, bro, we gotta find a way. We gotta.
Yo, you like how I snuck that in there? Huh?
We gotta find Harry Roseman, bro. We gotta get Harry Roseman out of there, bro. We gotta find out.
No, but I'm
Howie fucking Vision is really
trading back to like 7 or 8, bro. I'm grabbing Bijan Robinson and I'm taking 32 and I'm jumping up and grabbing a corner or an edge.
Is Smoke Monday even still in the league? I keep hearing about Smoke Monday, but he's like, what is?
He's on the Saints somewhere down there in the depth chart.
Yeah, he's in the Saints, but he got injured. He tore his ACL in the beginning of the year.
Jeez.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ.
I wanted Smoke Monday on this team. I wanted to buy an Eagle jersey with Monday on the back.
Jeez. Hope y'all get a Manti Te'o.
Manti Te'o. Wow.
Bro, you got enough to worry about over there. Quit worrying about us.
That's what no success for y'all, bro.
I mean, hey,
can we go back at least a year or so and can we get Devontae Smith?
Listen, it is not our fault.
I want Devontae Smith.
It is not our fault, bro. You have an owner who is a molester.
I was sitting watching the draft and I was just like, yo, but like, what is Howie doing, bro? Like, yo, bro, either Howie got the mouth of God or he just sucking these dudes off or something, bro. But this guy out here is fucking up the draft, bro.
I told you guys this week. Howie goes into that GM meeting. He's just chilling and he's looking around at all 31 other GMs.
Alex Leatherwood.
And he's looking. He's like, "There's that motherfucker. I'm gonna screw." Like he looks at everyone's faces. There's all a bunch of poker faces.
Yeah. You fucked us last year. That's what happened. You fucked us right up the ass.
I mean,
I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, the Commanders wanted Carson Wentz. We warned you.
Crazy, bro. I mean, he's such a young.
Stop
dude,
being
bro.
a player hog. What are you talking about, dog? They choose to come here. We don't put a gun to their fucking head and say you're playing for us.
You fucked us twice. They really have. You guys have like taken so much from that organization with the Saints. Like,
no one can get Howie away.
Howie went and grabbed Kamara from him just to kind of stick that knife right into the gut. Like, not the fact that we wanted him or needed him. It's the fact that we should have just taken him just for shits and giggles, just to kind of put the dagger in it all.
OBJ too.
Right?
Don't you dare. I cannot see Odell Beckham Jr. sitting in that goddamn green Eagles jersey.
Oh, bro, they can do it. That's a crazy part.
I don't want
to. Probably will.
I mean, like, think about this, bro. You can't even get Howie away from the Eagles. He's been with the Eagles for going on 23 years, bro. So you can't get this guy away from this organization. So this dude literally is just like he's ingrained to Philly somehow, bro. Like, yo, bro, somebody needs to find something on this guy, bro. I need him out the league, bro. This is the one guy like yo.
Yo, Bobby, no lie, bro. You are like the farm club for the Eagles now. Congratulations, bro. You might as well just call yourselves the New Orleans Eagles.
Absolutely, bro. I mean, the way they go down there, bro.
We own you, bro.
He goes for Mardi Gras. He sits down with a couple of players. He's like, yo, man. He gets a po' boy. He's like, yo, man, I like you and I want you.
Right.
The choice is yours, man. All right,
Plus, Kamara's probably going to become an Eagle next year.
Absolutely.
They'll let Miles Sanders go because he's going to ask for too much money, and they're going to bring in Kamara as the running back.
He's going to have a couple of beignets down there.
I would rather have Bijan Robinson over Kamara.
Bro, somehow they're going to find a way to get Cam Jordan. It's going to be like, hey, man, look, get into the rotation. Get into the rotation, bro.
Mario Davis, throw him in there at linebacker. Yeah. Why the hell not?
Watch. Aaron Darnold will end up on this team next year somehow.
Oh, geez,
Marshawn Lattimore.
If that happens, man, that's crazy.
Yo, if that did happen, bro, I would laugh my ass off at that point. I'd be like, all right, so you have Aaron Darnold and Jordan Davis? Good luck.
Coles. Saints front office is dumb as fuck. You're right.
He's your front office. How's your front office?
Yeah, how's Jerry? Jerry Jones out there keep yelling about how he's going to sign Odell Beckham Jr. the entire time.
Juice, stop saying these disgusting things.
Yeah,
Dude, you're just
yo,
putting that kid
hey,
in
Jerry's
pain.
the only GM that like we all know who has dementia. We're just like, hey, bro, just let him talk him out. Just let it talk it out. Don't worry, bro.
I
Like
agree
we know
with
what's on
Bobby
the
here.
show.
I agree with Bobby. And then
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, that's why I said Bijan, bro. Like
running
I'm
backs are
thinking
really having a
5
really
and
hard
going
time
back.
right now, bro. Because you can shop running
Well, you
backs. at
did
the
sign
top end
T.Y.
right now.
Hilton. You signed T.Y. Hilton. So
That
I mean,
was a
it's not
good
like you guys
sign,
didn't sign
man.
anything.
That was a good sign, bro. This sign depth for a
Yeah,
playoff
but
run.
what did
I
that
respect
do?
that.
What did that
You-
honestly do?
You
A
signed
deep
depth
breath.
for a playoff run, man. I mean,
Yeah, but
T.Y.
dude, come
still
on.
has legs,
T.Y.
bro.
Hilton is like Robert Quinn for us.
Like you sign him, you get
T.Y.
him in.
Hilton is like
He's gonna get
he's
you one or
like,
two
you know what?
catches.
Like, dude, Robert Quinn has 3 tackles all year for us since we acquired him. That's like Ty for them. That
T.Y.
like
for them, it's like, you know what?
Come-
We wanted OBJ. We can't get him. T.Y. We'll take you. We'll
Hey,
take you.
Come
over here.
playoffs, I'm telling you, Quinn's gonna get more time. Ty gonna get time, bro. Like you need plays where you need two to 3 play breaks. Like yo, you got to get off the field.
Yeah.
That's where he's gonna come in,
hey, I
run
gotta
the route,
tell
do
you
it like
something,
that. Come on, man.
Thomas. I have
What's going
mad
on?
respect for your team, bro. I love the way y'all use Curtis Samuel.
Man, this
Like
guy
that
right
dude is
here-
a beast. I'll have him on
This guy is a
fantasy.
beast.
I love the kid. He
Right.
gives me great points. Like
That's what
man,
Kadarius Toney was supposed to be for us, but the dude was
Right?
never on the goddamn football field.
Don't bring
That's
up
what he was supposed to be for us. And
Tony.
poor baby, he hurt his hamstring again over there.
man,
in
you
Kansas City.
still
Oh,
want
yeah.
Tony's kick?
I
Come
mean,
on, Jeff.
I don't
Tony,
care if he's
look,
gone.
He got so
Jeff,
mad.
y'all got to get rid of the
He
field,
got
Jeff.
so
Y'all
mad.
got to
He
get rid of the
so
field,
mad.
man.
We are. We're thankfully getting rid of that goddamn field this
Like, get
year
rid of the
because
field, bro. It's
I had
painful to
Eagles
people.
fans talking about me. I had Philly sports rap. I had Philly halftime and Randy complaining to me about my goddamn football field. You don't think I care? You know about that damn football field? The football
Thank God you're
field
going to
claimed at
natural
least
grass,
5
bro.
players on our team. Sterling Shepard moves 2 inches without even walking, and he
That
blows
was
out
such
his
a
knee.
fluky play, still, man. That Sterling Shepard play was fun. At the end of a goddamn game. At the end of a goddamn game, that's what happens, bro. That was so
After
fluky,
Daniel
bro.
Jones throws the
man.
pick and Sterling
Damn,
Shepard's
bro.
walking, and he blows out his knee. And Wandale Robinson gets tackled out of bounds and blows out his knee on the other
Yeah,
side.
bro. Yeah,
I
man.
mean,
Juice,
I
you
mean,
just
You can't
reaching
make
for
this shit up.
strolls, bro. That's bullshit right there, bro. I'm just saying.
Stop
There's
it.
no way Michael Thomas is better than Smith. You are out your
What is
fucking
he?
mind, bro.
He's played 3 games in 3 years. What
Bruh,
is
I
Michael
don't-
Thomas?
I don't even know who Michael Thomas is, bro. Like only Michael Thomas I know. I think I got a family member named Michael Thomas. But if you talking about that guy supposed to be in the field, I ain't never seen that man, bro. I ain't seen that man since 2019, bro. So that man don't
Yeah.
exist. That's a pre-COVID man, bro. I have not seen Michael Thomas play in the COVID era, bro. That man does not touch the field, bro. We are not going to talk about Michael Thomas here, bro. We are
No,
not
dude,
talking
I'm
about
pretty
that,
sure
bro.
his career's over.
Bro,
Yeah, he's
that
done.
dude-
He's done. He might as well just
He's
get
30
some
years
big-
old now, and he's obviously not going to be on the team after this year. Who the hell is going to want to take a chance on him unless you're going to give him, like, what, a 1-year prove-it deal?
Yeah.
If that?
Ain't
Like
gonna
the
be
Eagles
any
are
of us.
definitely starting to get that Golden State feeling, whether it's acquiring people and acquiring players. You're like, yo, why are they doing this? And then like say
Yeah.
what you want about ring chasing, bro. That's the whole game. That's the whole point of this game. I'll never accuse it. Like I'll never come at anybody for ring chasing, bro. Everybody wants a ring. That's
Look what the Rams did last year. They ring
that's the point of
chased.
the game, bro. That's the point of the game
Yeah.
is to get a ring by any means necessary, bro.
Yep.
The
All right, like, I'm not
Rams,
mad at that,
We
bro.
talked about the Lakers too.
Yeah, that
like-
was like it's becoming like Philly's trying to make that push, man. But on top of that, they're doing it with young
Yeah, but
talent.
we got
and
a
old,
future
bro.
though. We
Like,
got
it's
a future,
beautiful.
unlike the Rams and the Lakers.
Like it's
We
beautiful.
actually have a future.
Yeah, like Golden State. Like Golden State had like when they started
Golden
doing
State's
that,
got a
bro. Like
future. Yes. Golden
they
State
started
Warriors have a
turning and
future.
turning, and then you just started just producing. And I mean, like AJ Brown is looking like he got 4 great years coming up, bro. Of just like no questions asked. Maybe that 5th year, you know, you might have to just start talking about contracts and all that. But like, I think, like, I know he's on a 3-year deal. That 3 years is going to get hit probably next season and the season after that. They're definitely going to restructure him. You're going to have 4 very productive years from that guy.
And then what are you going to do with
Smith is
Devontae Smith, too?
I'm about to say Smith is on a damn rookie contract, bro. Y'all not even paying that man, bro. Y'all paying pennies
Exactly.
on the dollar for that man. Jalen Hurts, you paying pennies on the dollar for that man, bro. I'm paying pennies
Oh,
on the
he's gonna
fucking
want
dollar
the
for your
bank.
ass,
You
bro.
have no idea
Okay.
how much it
Yo.
pains me when I watch all your teams in the NFC East with all this wide receiver talent, and I'm out there trotting out Isaiah Hodgins and Darius Slayton and Richie James, hoping that they can at least give me
And Kenny
confident
Galladay.
wide
Don't
receiver.
forget Kenny
Fuck
Galladay.
Kenny
Don't forget my boy
okay?
Galladay, bro. Galladay is a
Fuck
holiday
him.
for us, man. He's a great
Yeah,
player,
he
bro.
is.
Street
Yeah,
Kenny
codes.
nothing but-
Galladay. What a holiday.
Yeah,
man.
he's a great holiday for us. The fucking guy brings us coal every single game after it.
Oh,
Bro. All right.
Hey,
So
at
since
least
we
he
all
doesn't
still
ruin-
within the hunt,
at least
is
he
this
doesn't ruin-
sustainable, bro?
Hey, at
Look
least
at Cole's.
Hey, Cole, do not be mad that y'all racist ass owner cannot stay out your own way, bro. That boy been around here since Jim Crow. I don't want to hear nothing about this right here, bro. Okay, the fact that Jerry Jones don't know his foot from his ass ain't nothing to do with us, boy. All right, tell that man to go to a retirement home, boy. He don't need to be within your organization no more, bro. And y'all know Dak Plastic Scott. He gonna get hurt within these next 3 games somehow. It's gonna be he probably
I
gonna
got
get
that
a
one,
left toe
Plastic
injury, bro.
Scott.
All right, bro. He not gonna be out here, bro. I want owner out the door, bro. That man said, "Yo, fuck, I'm out of here, bro." Okay. Our boy said $7 million. I'm gonna take it, bro. All
Bro,
right.
listen, you can't use the owner argument against him, man. The Washington Commanders have wanted their owner gone for 10 fucking
20
years now.
20 years, bro.
Like,
That's just
it's
in
no
the door, bro, to
lie,
be
dude.
honest,
They've been
bro.
begging for this shit for
Bro,
so
yeah.
long. Like,
This is why, bro. We could have from when the news came out. We could be 5-10 right now, and I'd be like, "Let's go, bro. Let's go." Bro. I'd be like, "Let's go, bro." Yo, bro, it's Super Bowl, yeah.
let me put it this way: they're only winning right now because they know their owner's getting fired.
Exactly.
Like, I'm being serious. They're so happy. They're like, let's fucking go win some games now.
We actually have to win games, and I'm gonna talk about this in the offseason. Him leaving actually might fuck the team up even more at this point. Nobody's around to do deals right now, bro. Nobody's around to get discount contracts right now, man. I mean, Deron Payne should have been signed, but how you gonna sign him? Who gonna cut that check?
Yeah.
Snyder ain't gonna cut that check. Fuck it, I'm out of here, bro. Like, why would I put any money towards
No,
this
no,
team?
I get it, but I mean,
Yeah,
you guys have 3 owners lined up.
Like, yeah, but like those dudes got to come in quick and try to get those deals done, man. Because once those dudes hit free agency, once those dudes hit the market, bro, when they get some talk, man, that's hard, bro. You're battling against teams who got open cap space, man. Now we have some cap space, but like this is
Wait, did
like,
Argentina score again?
yeah, bro. I think they up 3-0. I want to say.
No.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though, man. Because
Nope.
of the situation you
It's
guys
two,
are
bro.
in, I would hope
2-2.
that I know it might be
They
unfair to
tied it.
31 people, but I would give you guys a little bit of a leniency so you guys can work your shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
there has to. I've never actually seen this happen. I don't think in my lifetime like this. You know, where an owner is put in a situation. You know, with all the shit he's been going through and now losing it. So I don't know how that works, but I'm sure they've had this planned out for like 3-4 months now. I would hope that way.
I don't know, man. Because
I know, it's
these
weird.
people went from saying I'm never selling to like, yo, bro, let's talk. And like it literally happened within we're talking about within a 2-week span. There was a press release put out that the Snyders will never sell, literally from them themselves. We will never sell the team. These are baseless allegations. It's not gonna happen. 2 weeks later, hey, we in talks to Bank of America trying to get a private eye sale going, bro. What's going on, bro? Like,
You're nervous about your game and you can't even watch it.
bro.
No,
Oh, yo,
Worry about Jacksonville, bro?
Wait, you're nervous about Jacksonville, but you're up here giving us shit?
hold on, Cole. I got
Really?
Hey Cole, I got a site for you. Just let me know if you need it, bro. But yeah, I got a site you can watch all the games at, man.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
called
bro.
Buff Streams, right? Or is it
Look
Red?
at Juice over here. He's naming
Nah,
all
I
the
gotta-
quarterbacks he thinks are going to be part of the. He's going to be naming his quarterbacks that are going to be part of the Saints next
Yeah,
year. He's
but
got
Jeff-
Tua. He's got Lamar Jackson, Justin
but Jeff,
Fields. Like
look
they're all
what
just
he
going to
just
become the team immediately.
All right.
Jeff,
Hey,
How
look
the
what
fuck
he
are
said.
you getting Tua?
hey, we need to talk about this. Where's Lamar playing, bro? Right now, where's Lamar playing?
The sideline?
That's very true. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
very,
that's exactly
that's very true.
Yeah, that's a
Where
good point.
like is Baltimore gonna get it done? Now we talk about a historic franchise that is honestly not player friendly, bro. All right, they have no problem being like, hey, go walk. Let me know what you get. Have a wonderful day. Don't need you. All good. So he's going against a historically, I don't want to call them cheap, but very frugal franchise within the Baltimore Ravens. How does he get the contract done? Do the Ravens see the value in him? Do they sign him back? Do they go to the draft to find somebody else?
Well, I
What
think
they
if
gonna do, man?
anything, bro, Lamar's hurt his money this year.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I don't know if he even has a leg to stand on right now, So it's either you're going to take what Baltimore gives you, or you're going to walk and see if somebody's stupid enough to pay you better, like this guy Juice is saying.
Well, is he going to be Watson 2.0 where, somebody's going to pay for you? So, hey, if y'all want to pay, I'm going to find somebody stupid enough to give me 200 guaranteed, bro.
Yeah.
Is he going
You
to
think
find
the
somebody
Blues
like
coming
that?
off that rose of Lamar Jackson a little bit? Like, if you can figure out how to stop him in the run game, then you can figure out how to stop Lamar Jackson? Or no?
I think Lamar has an arm, bro.
Terrible.
I really think he has an amazing arm. I don't think he's just a one-dimensional player like people put him as, bro. I mean, I've seen that man slang it 50 yards, barely lifting up the back foot, man. Like he has an arm, he has a cannon. He's learning how to use it. Definitely been in the pocket a little bit more this year.
Yeah.
I just
My
think
thing
you
is,
can't run
though,
him into
can he
the
stay
ground.
healthy now?
Very true.
This is 2 years straight he's been injured, so it's like,
Especially with his style too.
Yeah, like I do think the design runs need to stop. But if you want to always give him an outlet, absolutely, bro. But having design runs for him where he's gonna get hit on that play, like, that's a lot. That's a lot to ask for, and that's a lot. That's for any quarterback. Like, even Jalen Hurts. I don't like to see Hurts on design run plays. I don't like to see quarterbacks on design run plays.
Yeah. My quarterback too, same thing. Daniel Jones does a bunch of design runs too, and the amount of hits that these quarterbacks take is going to wear on them over their career.
You drop the QB and you become a runner. The hits are the hits at that point, man. I mean,
exactly.
Are they going for the legs? They're going for the knee area, bro. Like, why risk that over a 6-7 yard play? In the first and second quarter.
Juice. Now you really are going
wow,
off the edge
man.
here. You picked Johnny Manziel.
Y'all gonna take Johnny Crackhead? Hey, that's
Johnny
crazy,
Crackhead.
All right,
dude, we have truly given this dude PSTD.
No. He's been like this for years. He's been a supporter of mine for years. He's been
really have screwed.
No, I know, but it's like since we took CJ away, he's like collapsing.
Jeez, man. Yo, look, bro. I'm sorry for the Saints organization.
Well, shout out to Cool Cat Connor for this. Jalen Hurts is the Saints' daddy.
Yeah, man.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he really is. That's true.
It was further.
I miss Drew.
All right. I just don't know what the Saints are doing down there, man.
I forgot about Drew Brees. How bad is that? I forgot about Drew Brees. That's pretty sad.
I mean, because you forget about Drew Brees the same way you almost forget about Brady on the Patriots. Like, you don't forget, but you're like, yeah, bro, like they've moved on from that, bro.
Quarterbacks never work out.
Bro,
Who was that quarterback that got
is
drafted by the
lying.
Browns years ago? Like the quarterback that got drafted by the Browns years ago, the redhead that was like 27, 28 years old.
Oh yeah, you talking about he was just on the Cowboys. What's his name?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
I think he came from like TCU or Kansas State or something.
Yeah. He was an older quarterback.
It's like Brandon Wheaton or something.
Yes, it was. It was Brandon Wheaton. There you go.
Brandon Wheaton, yeah.
Yeah. Andy Dalton, Carson Wentz. Who's the one from Florida a few years back?
Who?
In the draft, the quarterback that just came out.
Emmanuel?
No, from Florida. Gators. He's a backup in the NFL right now. I think he was from Florida.
Ken Dorsey?
No. No, he was Kyle Pitts' quarterback.
Let's see.
Oh, what was his name?
Yeah. Trask.
Yes, Trask. That's it. Yeah, Kyle Trask.
He's a ginger. Yeah.
Carson
ginger
Palmer.
Quarterback. Carson. Wow.
Well, Carson Palmer was good.
He wasn't bad. He wasn't bad.
And so was Andy Dalton for a point too. Dalton was pretty good. Dalton was a good quarterback with the Bengals for a while with him and AJ Green.
He kept him relevant for sure. He kept him relevant.
Dalton definitely had those 11-5, 12-4 seasons, bro. Like they were cooking, bro.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. And AJ Green too was one of the best wide receivers. It's painful to watch him out there with Arizona now. The dude can't even stop getting penalties on the outside. You're talking about one of the best wide receivers for years.
He's turned into a social media guy, and I'm not mad at him, bro. Get your money how you gotta get your money, bro. I just don't. Yeah, just go ahead and bow out from the NFL.
Holy fucking Julio Jones, bro. Has that dude fallen off? Wow.
Yeah. Julio has become just a
Injuries,
quiet guy who's just like, hey, bro, I got paid when I got paid, and I'm just going to bow out, bro.
I know, but it's sad, bro, because I remember him in his prime. Jesus.
AJ was.
Like-
I mean, Julio Jones was a monster in his.
And
prime.
now seeing him now, it's sad.
Those lower leg injuries, they took a toll on
I
him.
know,
He had
dude.
hamstring injuries, lower leg injuries, and all that. But the dude was like putting up 200, 300-yard games. It felt like on
Mhm.
consistency every single time.
Mhm.
I mean, they had a rare combination of size, speed, route running, everything. The dude
Yep.
was a monster at wide receiver. Not
hasn't
named
had a
Calvin
100-yard
Johnson.
game in like, I want to say, what's it, 20 games right now, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
man.
That whole offense has been very stagnant too. I mean, you got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Russell Gage, and Julio Jones. Those are 4 good receivers. You figured that team would be way more explosive on offense, but
They're
they
just
can't do
old.
jack.
They're
Yeah.
just old.
They really
Got a bunch
are.
of old dudes being ran by the oldest dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nick's
it
your
reminds me
greatest
of like
player.
I'm definitely getting like that Lakers vibe from him, like Lakers like last year. Where
Right?
It's just like, yeah, bro, like the whole squad is 30 up. Like, yeah, I don't know how this gonna go there, buddy. Like, good luck. like I'm rooting for you, but damn, bro, like make sure y'all take y'all vitamin C pills. Like, geez, like that
You would
is,
still take Julio Jones over T.Y. Hilton? I'd probably do that too.
yeah, but that's more of like a who do I want as a placeholder, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'm not looking at production. I'm just looking at who's gonna be able to kind of swallow up a corner or something like that, where I can just get somebody to the outside.
God,
But-
Cole, stop coming out with the TLC vibes, bro.
Like,
Oh. Is he going to talk about chasing waterfalls? next?
Right?
Ty ain't no scrub. Sure,
Yeah.
sure, bro. Sure. If he ain't no scrub, yeah, man. I got some beachfront
Cole's thinking
property
about
in
that red
Idaho
light
for you, man.
special.
There you go. There you go, bro.
Now
There you go.
they're in extra time.
Yeah.
2-2 in extra time.
And I love World Cup extra time because it is not sudden death. So you
I
gotta
might
play it
have to
out.
hop over to further AMs.
I'm about to watch this game in a second,
I
bro. Like we can wrap
fucking
this up
hate
whenever,
soccer.
man. 'Cause this is
I
this is
hate
a
it
history to
too.
make it.
I hate it too, but I could talk about it.
I'm
Yeah,
going
but
to get
this
ready
is-
for the Jets game in a little bit too.
All right,
Hey,
cool.
Jeff,
I got my stream at 12:30. So
Jeff, I'm thinking about adding my channel to the Sunday Night Football.
You want to do the Sunday Night Football game for tonight? Well, Tymus and AK, if you want to join me on it too, I'm.
Ah,
more than
man, this
welcome to.
game is.
I figured
I'm
you'd be going to the game today.
I really wanted to. I just got a new vehicle.
Oh, nice.
just got a,
Oh wait, I did
congrats-
see that.
congrats.
I saw that.
yeah,
Congrats to you,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, I got a thank you. I got a Toyota TR, the off-road premium. That thing expensive, my boy. So
Oh,
like,
I
yeah,
mean-
I'm gonna be at the crib eating ramen and saltines for a little bit.
How many more
Man, nobody
yards,
cares
Cole?
if CD Lamb got 1,000 yards.
Hey,
today.
hey,
Who
hey.
cares about CD Lamb?
Coles, congrats, man. If he gets that today, but ours hit that last week. So
Ooh.
you're a little
Our
bit
second
behind.
one is about to hit it
Man,
this
you
week.
guys are all talking about 1,000-yard receivers. I'd be lucky if somebody on my team hits 500. Talking about 1,000. McLaurin's probably going to hit 1,000
Galladay will
against
get
us tonight.
Galladay will get his yards. Galladay will get his yards.
Oh, shut up, Mitch. He's not getting jack shit tonight.
Hey, hey,
He's only
Coles,
he's getting plastered to that goddamn bench tonight. That's where
Coles,
that's
let me know
Galladay
when your
gonna be.
halfback gets to 1,000 yards as well.
Oh.
Yeah, I just
Let us know when your quarterback gets to 3,000 yards.
don't know
Coach.
how the Giants have won so many games statistically when you look at it.
Coaching.
It's just
Coaching,
like
that's why.
you're like, yo, no receiver over 500. Quarterback is not gonna reach probably 3,400 this season. Be lucky to reach 3,000. I just don't know where the production came from. I mean, Saquon had some amazing games, but like that defense has had to be that stellar, like that nice to be winning these games, bro. Because there's a no-name receiver core that's probably gonna get named tonight because God knows. And then you got DJ who is freaking white Vic when he gets out there for the Commanders.
We're going to
bro.
need him to turn to White Vic tonight. We're going to need him to go
Yeah.
out there and be able to get some of those design runs against you guys
Oh, wait,
because our
Cole,
wide
you
receiver
could-
core, I don't trust them.
Coach, you could care less now. You were saying that your quarterback will get all these yardage when he gets back from injury.
You guys are going to be really heated next week. I'm going to love it. I'm going to love that Cowboys and Eagles smack talk going on.
Oh my God! Tomorrow night it's a Birds of Broad Street's roundtable. It's a Cool Cat Connor, Bird Gang 31, One Tree Rock, Philly Notion, me, and Simone, And then the Cowboys, you got Boys, Colts, Boss Cowboys, and Boys for Life's co-host. I forget her name. That's gonna be fun.
There we go. Okay, cool. Had the finger stroke on the
No,
mic
it's
here.
because the reason why we're winning football games this season is because of the fact that our coaching was absolutely fantastic. They were able to help make the in-game adjustments to put us out there in the best chances to win. We were getting good production from our defense at times.
You're not
Wink
gonna be
Martindale.
All right.
Wink Martindale was doing a good job, with his defensive and blitz designs and schemes, and also the fact that Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones were running the ball like nuts this entire season. Now teams have been able to adjust against our offense. Barkley's not been able to run the football. Barkley's not been able to run the football the same, and he's banged up. Daniel Jones, he's just not getting the production in the passing game. Our offensive line has been a mess. Our defensive line has been in and out. We can't stop the run. That's the biggest issue. That's the thing that worries me about this game the most is Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson, which we cannot stop the run to save our lives. If those two guys get going tonight, we are in serious trouble. I mean, if Brian Robinson can run the football like he did against us a couple of weeks ago, we are fucked. Plain and simple.
No, and listen, man. I mean, in all honesty, Nick Sirianni is probably going to win Coach of the Year if he the way we're going. Okay,
Yeah.
but if I gotta be an unbiased and just truly straight up football person, dude, Brian DeBall should be Coach of the Year. I mean, you look at what your team has, limited talent, and the fact that you're even in the playoff contention. Like, dude, that is fabulous work. Like that.
Oh,
just
that man is pulling blood from a stone out there.
right.
So I don't know how
That
he
just
does it.
really
doesn't
is.
happen. So I have to give it to me as just a football fan in general. DeBall is my Coach of the Year, but he probably isn't going to win it.
No. If we keep going on the slide that the Giants have been on recently, then his chances. I mean, he's also made some bad coaching moves this past couple of games. The fact we've been more conservative because we played way too conservative against Washington a couple of weeks ago. We should have gone for it on that 4th and short and not play conservative. But at the same time, I guess they just didn't trust that offense to be able to execute the play. So.
Yeah.
DeBall's been a great head coach for us this year. He's done leaps and bounds with the lack of talent mostly on this roster. But, yeah, it's probably going to be Sirianni that's going to end up winning it. Or maybe even the guy over there in Minnesota, O'Connell, because he's done a great job over there with Minnesota, even though that's a good team.
All right. I'm going to hop on over to further.
Yeah, you can end it, dude. I'm going to go.
You can end it if you want, man.
Oh, you can end it? I was going to have one of you guys end it. So you
Nope,
guys.
you
No,
can
it's
go
okay.
ahead. Do it.
All right, guys. All right. Make sure you subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network. We're just about to hit 15,000 total views. So thank you guys. Oh, I'm going
Thank
to
you,
clip
guys.
that, Jeff. I'm going to clip that. Make sure.
Yeah, it's pretty funny when DeBall gets pissed off, like he's about to like literally punch somebody on the sidelines. I get entertained by that stuff when I see my head coach go nuts.
All right, guys. All right. If you guys got anything to say real quick before we head on out,
13-1.
let's go. 13-1. We're about to get it.
Hey, tune into the Commanders Giants tonight, man. We got pushed to prime time. Shouts out to us at that point.
That's
Over
right.
the Raiders and the Patriots. Wow.
Who the hell
Over.
wants to see that game tonight?
Yeah, right.
It was because of the coaching battle. That's why.
Is it though? I mean, like,
And?
it's not like,
What battle?
yeah, like.
Does anybody want to watch the Raiders blow another lead with like 5 minutes to go, like they did last week against the Rams? Baker fucking
honestly,
Mayfield.
I'm coming. AM. I'm gonna be there in a sec. It could be another tie tonight. Sunday Night Football could be another tie.
Bro,
It will not be.
Stop.
It will
Don't.
not be. It will not be. You know, Justin Fields for 20 yards today, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all later.
For 20.
Right.
Okay, we'll take it. For 20
All right, now,
yards.
200.
we'll take that.
200 yards for Justin Fields today. Man. Okay. 20 yards for Fields,
Khalil
man.
Herbert for about 150.
There you go. Let's go, bro.
You hear me say, Jesus Christ. All right, guys, we're going to catch you all later. Make sure you like, subscribe. AM, I'm going to be there in a second. So, where the hell is it? Oh,
Peace
here it is.
out.
See you guys.
Take
Have a
it
good
easy,
one.
everyone.
Yes.
Because I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want. I don't have to find a hideout place.